foolishness contact. No attack, no nothing. I miss the one Jerry Bryan Instagram contact about Lawrence Rowe if you go lift up his skirt now. Jerry Bryan Lawrence Rowe now lift up skirt for you. Me know say that you like. You like when man lift up skirt. But me not see Lawrence Rowe no skirt.
Jerry Bryan don't look on a man.
Yes, Jerry Bryan like look on a man. That's why I tell my next man to lift up his skirt.
Oh boy.
Now you look on Lego Lawrence shot. Lawrence a labor right now, so me I go defend him. All no attack. All Jerry Bryan attack. I thought about him will get 1 billion. And you want to see him?
Remember say Lawrence Rowe say
the boy when he Keith I do the reporting.
So Keith.
You see that's why me just block them. All they can do is come with them fake account, them come listen. And then maybe can use them fake account, but that's why me block them. They not gonna like me come.
Tell him about them parents look a while.
That's why me no laugh up with them.
One love.
Yes, Plank.
Me go over Alvaro. Alvaro say, all right, talk Plank. Him jump up. Mr. Sodomite, shut up your stinking mouth.
Plank, I'm in the presence of a customer. Conduct yourself better, please.
Sorry, customer.
Every time we realize we come like we no learn from nothing and we no grow. No, how old is Everall Warmington, one love? Mr. Winston, how old is Everall Warmington?
I think Wami about 70, 73.
Alright. How long no Wami in a politics?
From the start.
Wami in a politics about 60, close to 60 years.
Alright. I'm gonna ask you something now. In a Wami age and time now, you have labor rights out there. Where go and tell Wami if it's a pan campaign platform?
Not even Prime Minister can tell Warmington if it talks.
Watch me now.
If you can't change something, you know, shut him out and left it alone.
Me raise chicken in a Wami Me raise chicken in a Wami constituency. No JLP or PMP, MP can't tell Wami what we say or do. I mean, me that go further, but to go show some labor. Wami constituency, a highway, and a deep rural. No, and a deep rural, a rural.
You think, sir, that Mr. Then get up in we cannot do like the PNP and we should not be like them and we can't condemn.
I bet you a man from over a radio station.
Thank you very much too, Gran. That's why I want me go talking before the Prime Minister come. You understand? Them are gonna leave Warmington alone. Me tired to tell them now go win.
Oh, small Warmington is. Look pan the US president to Warmington. Upon national
Kizzy, let me finish.
TV.
Me coming back here.
Okay, all right. You can mute one love, no problem.
Hey, Kizzy, upon national TV, Donald Trump concourse bad word.
Yes, yeah, with two journalists. One meeting and it wasn't being broadcast on free to air TV, nor free to air radio. Not like that. And it's an expression. It's a universal expression where everybody understand. The selector
did that fuck up. To the selector.
The selector did that fuck up. That's a typical. Let me tell you something. Cliff always not like Wami. Cliff always not like Wami. And guess what now? Cliff want for sure. Cliff want for sure. What you call it? Balance. So you know when Wami do not need. But that when Wami do not need, give them something to talk. But who cares?
In English.
Wagwan Anisha.
Anisha, Wagwan.
Why them not talk about the Edda Miller threat where she did both switch and end up in a ditch? Why them not defend that?
Right.
Why them not talk about that? And that them to talk about because Comrade Gleaner are the first one on out with it.
When at the same time, I said to them, Cliff just attack because he need a talking point and try to make it balance his scale. But when Cliff used to change the price of bread Just like where Wami say, Cliff make the biggest blunder.
Yeah,
You better
correct.
Better Cliff Dicos too bad word. Last year when Cliff give PNP winning and pack up and go in bed, you better have Dicos too bad word. Because that is the biggest blunder heard around the world where causing to upset people and did all lose listenership because of it. Better have Dicos too bad word, Cliff. I don't listening from man and coming when never go up and want me.
But even Danishka of our campaign something, and they right in front of Marky G, them and tell them about the SYN. You hear them on it? You hear them run out.
How much good message come out of the meeting them? But no one sit down and talk about what want me say. We don't know nothing for do. Find something to do with yourself, man. Sislin, what? Sislin, you know, see your candidate are going good, Sislin. Sislin, you know, so I am impressed by what Corey Dunkley is doing over in your constituency. Yes, me see him out and about.
And me for tell
you. Anisha, no, please.
Me say, and me for tell you, the man I make waves down the man.
He is doing well, and I want to come out and support him. Well, Labour yard, so that I always to complain, so no one Dorland to go on. You have one good young man now. We're willing. He's a little bit shy, but we soon learn. But we know we serve.
I just want Mr. Holness give him a strength, you know, another place.
Yeah, but I don't know if show him the Prime Minister say worth it.
Yes,
you know if show the Prime Minister, you know if come out strong themes.
I'm a friend them I do it, man. I'm a friend them I do it.
I wonder if Leonard, I wonder if Leonard, and if Leonard join Mr. Dunkley and giving his support, because he's one of a strong person on the ground.
Nancy carry him around in a Duane Park and show him.
Good morning, Miss Marcia. Good afternoon, good evening.
Because Leonard is a strong person in the Seaview Garden era.
Yeah, man.
$2 grand. Oh, am I going up there? $2 you have to go give him some special feature, you know. Let me tell you something, you know. No sit down and talk about say no see can win, you know. All the candidates they need is the support. You have to come up and go support no candidates them.
Yeah, already.
Labour parties, every Labour Party candidate, if you don't want candidate to win, you have to go support them.
Kizzy, Desmond, I work with him. From the meeting, Desmond, this time I go work with him.
Yeah.
Afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, Chris.
I'm there. Kizzy.
Tell me something. We still have some councillor position open. The guy was dead from Desmond Mackenzie constituency and one from Andrew constituency.
And one from Fubi constituency too. Nobody did yet.
Who?
Remember say Lizzie did dead, you know. The JLP councillor for Fubi constituency down at bottom here. Leroy Michel.
So that's a 4 then.
He did
so that's 4. That's 4 then, Chris. Because remember say Duane, MP, you know. Plus the one with the Andrew constituency and the one from Lexi constituency.
Yeah, that are the young guy.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew constituency, Desmond Mackenzie constituency.
And Duane.
Yeah, so we have them position to fulfill. Maybe we can give one of them to such man. Me not call.
The guy that was standing beside Audrey Marks last night, who is he?
Which guy? One little brown guy?
The one in the suit?
The one in the suit.
Omar Miller.
Yeah.
Him our councillor?
Councillor for the Cricket Division.
Yeah.
But him not pleasant. Him not look pleased about something though.
It's Lynn, your mouth, boss?
No, but I don't
It's Lynn.
Hey, Kizzy. Kizzy.
The whole night I watch it. I just true. Are the truth?
Well,
Sorry guys, me get one call, so me kind of jump off a little bit. Never hear one.
then the man, they know, like, they're not friendly.
Yeah, it's not pleasant at all. It's a big turn off.
Who that?
Who no pleasant?
The guy last night,
Mila.
Omar Mila.
Ah, I saw film face ever can.
The
one in our jacket, so.
Coming up politics.
I saw film face stand like somebody pissing and cornflakes.
No.
So, I mean, like that. I church him come from.
Yeah.
I want to get the argument and stuff.
I church him come from.
But that's why I always look at
Well, I know.
stand.
Hold on, he went to funeral, must have in division. So nobody go and go train in the community.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
me put Omar,
Chris.
I want Adjuma.
Chris,
Yeah.
Omar Miller could have throw one jeans pants
39
and one green shorts in a car. And one sneakers and come represent like a real
come from. Remember say he must sit in councillor. The people in down they like him.
They love him, they don't like him, they love him. All right.
Yes, he have been loyal supporter them. Film
Lang.
division alone can win the whole Manchester.
Never tell us, never tell you about the platform or something. The 134. But I mean yesterday, I miss one top man come out. When I'm a real general, me a big man for him. But when you come to the cash, in tough man that tough.
Don't start no Chris, man.
I'm planning
Chris love watching other people cash you see.
Kizzy, listen.
Chris love watch man money so.
Hold on, plan.
Chris love people in pocket.
Listen me now.
Watch other people money, friend enough for your money and not give you none enough for watch it.
Give me a little while. Listen me.
Yeah.
When
I
me see
want
man a
you to
meeting.
while.
Me say plan, come me see man a meet. Me know I show man a long time now. When me see man meeting. Me say, our breeze blow to here cousin. And me go take him out of the house, can't love house too much. And when me look, me see them big knees come out, everybody, hear me? Find them a set of people that come out, all the marks, all you cannot lose the election.
Then you did have no doubt, Chris?
Doubt of 5,000 odd
Here
votes.
for Audrey Marks name call me tell you.
Well, I know.
Me come over here, me tell you to say.
Win,
I
I go
with no candidate.
get the biggest political backside now.
Kizzy.
Remember when
I look at
thinking Teddy Lee. Did I try make problem? Thinking Teddy Lee me a chat. Yes, that boy there. Well, with the heavy tongue. Well, of going like him in my gentech for the Jamaica Labour Party.
Kizzy.
Remember when he was on a contact about say Audrey Marks, I go get the seat at St. Mary and I try and I give PNP them something for talk and I contact about Mirage and not officially the candidate. Me laugh because the time Audrey done sit down and know say Audrey I got a
It's that woman a right off with career. Right off it.
Kizzy, you know what, so before Audrey Marks appoint for the position there, Chris did know.
Anisha.
Chris called me and said, look here.
Anisha.
Hey, Winston.
Me never
Chris
tell
called
you.
me and said, look here.
Never tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, say, at the
Yeah,
same
man, they come about, I think, a week before.
Yeah, man, me tell you, say me have a
Look
gut
here.
feeling, you just come to me natural.
Look here. When
Well,
you watch all of the live them yesterday, all of the meeting them were
Wait, no,
Jamaica
Chris.
Labour Party meeting them were keep. Jamaica gone green. The
Man,
14,
all down
15 parish
Westmoreland.
gone green.
Don't
All
Westmoreland.
down Westmoreland.
Yo, Mr.
Me call-
Chin Power, all stop.
He's so
Mr. Chin Power, all stop. Like, I don't have Tibali
Yes, Mr.
Garden.
Chin
she
up
was.
there.
Mr. Chin Power, all stop. I don't know if I don't have Tibali
Tivoli.
Garden, she was.
How long at Tivoli?
No, Fletcher's. No, Fletcher's
so
land.
like ready, you know.
So Fletcher's land?
Fletcher's land.
Tibali
Yeah,
Garden.
I
You don't know if I don't have
Fletcher's
Tibali.
Adam said,
I'm here to tell you, say, that the
I
crowd
know
that
this
we see
crowd,
down
you
at
see.
Tibali Garden. Boy, I'm here to tell you.
Well, Fletcher's land plan.
Plank is
Fletcher's
not
land.
Tivoli.
Cecily.
No,
Fletcher's land.
me I say, me don't know if it's down at Tibali Garden.
And I am telling you that
Yeah.
it's Fletcher's land.
But me
All right.
hear what you say.
Marcia,
Yes.
who me see a meeting yesterday?
Wanna say date and
Tell
camp?
me.
Well, I wanna say
I shake off my hand.
watch 228
Ooh.
people that out of the far you guys. People out of far you wanna come in, come tell you what going.
So while the kids get a plank and everybody guess how me say it's been a big liberate band. A meeting.
Ooh.
Boy, G-Keeper there, Jamaica, enjoy yourself, me jealous.
You know, the G-Keeper wind up on the shop.
Me not talk Ratcliffe Lewis. He's a unopposed vote and Holness.
What?
Ratcliffe Lewis.
Look at the video them a Paul.
What?
You too lie.
Tata, you tell lie, man.
I swear to God for him.
What? True.
Then you know, the Ratcliffe
Man, you not talk too much 10 Tory in one. Mr. Me here's a date and Campbell meeting flop.
Like John Crow.
They're showing.
Yes, about 5
I'm
somebody
going
up
to
there.
talk about them if you can't lock up Warmington. We need rank and stink of shit.
And them, I even feel like up because Warmington never carry no picnic across state lines.
Mr. Ratcliffe did that, so only the police, only the retired police.
I'm proud of George Wright. I feel so happy for that man.
Oh my God.
I feel
And
so
you know, see family come on stage.
George Wright a good man.
All right, Winston, looking at the comments. They say, yes, I saw him in one of the videos.
G-Keeper run wire for
Liberate man.
What? I saw G-Keeper one.
You know, plan.
Somebody has said, our G-Keeper get too much energy from a run cross his stage with 2 flags.
The people are not gonna
There's a Radcliffe here too. There's a Radcliffe there, St. Catherine and Clarendon.
Yeah, Radcliffe was in Clarendon and St. Catherine too.
But you know, talk about Mr. Vaz. Talk about Mr. Vaz.
Helicopter carry come in one.
Talk about Mr. Vaz.
Don't play with me transport. Don't play with me minister. Don't play with my minister. One verse.
Talk about Mr. Vaz.
See somebody else said Ratcliffe was at Purnell.
I'll Purnell Charles shake off my hand. Daddy Purnell Charles.
You know about go wash it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know about wash it.
If I did Kizzy shake me hand, no one but wash it.
plan to make a stay, sir.
Look here, Missy, I couldn't even eat me dinner in peace yesterday. I just smile. I just smile and tears run down my face.
What you mean?
I bet you see me in a real life, you don't know, see me.
Kizzy.
You're pretty. I never know she was such a pretty girl.
Kizzy, you feel like Kizzy, you feel like you can't
of course, Kizzy pretty.
Me can't pass anyone I know. I tell you, in a real life, you don't know me.
Kizzy, you can't pass in the airport.
Because in a real life, look here, me don't like Munchie, you know, see a Munchie stay. When me in a real life, me very quiet. When we there to meet now, I don't know. Why? I wish you remember that. Mario
Westmoreland and cross over to Manchester. Vans.
Everybody talk about G-Keeper with the pot of flowers pan her head. Boy, G-Keeper enjoy. G-Keeper make me jealous.
The speed when I see the helicopter coming at the ear with the Darren Vaz yesterday. I make one real run at the area. I want the excitement. Like you know when the handbrake on car after the helicopter.
Why we have the money and not utilizing it?
Where?
So the plan is gonna roll now.
Well, I know. Me talk every day say. Like
who buy the helicopter them for?
Well, I know. Plank like I'm living in
Mario.
Kesko, what kind of passing through you mean? What you mean you pass through? Me hear Mario too.
She don't feel so good, man. She kind of sick.
Why planking everybody business he plank?
Yeah, no.
Go to school. They can't make Kesko tell me.
Woman. She under the weather.
Some guys on top of the screen. Click the art me. Click off the live goal. I look a cheap live goal up there. No click it off. I'm not telling you again.
A long time I don't hear from Kesko.
That interesting, not easy, no?
Kesko did live the other day.
Kizzy, yes, we're not interested, say?
What you say? PNP favorite number is 14 seats. Sandra Breed when she have 14, Dayton love 14-year-old. Lord God. Hey, that's interesting. Mine no make. I want what 14 I want a cash back.
Mouth.
Kizzy, mouth. 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 Kizzy blacking Kizzy out order.
Not interested, man. I make them.
Blacking not interested in my create problem up here.
Not interested, man. I make them carry me go walk out. Me no own blue boot. Thank you, Eli. Me no own a blue boot. What you mean? He love 14-year-old. What that mean? What is it? So you love 14-year-old? Sandra breeder in my 14. Where the hell you know they settle?
Remember what artist say he love 3-year-old.
Yes, me love 2-year-old. Me love me 2-year-old.
Me love me 2-year-old.
In time see date on a pass, you play that song there.
Admiral Bailey sing it. Yeah. Admiral Bailey sing that song there.
A date and national anthem.
You have to go say they go give me some vase.
Hi, Casco. Good afternoon to you, my darling. I hope you are okay.
Casco's Plank says she's not feeling well. Casco, what did you miss?
Okay, Casco, go and get some rest, baby.
Yes, Sicily means a Camille Browning. I say go. Right. We have a nice suntan now. I have a nice
suntan. Not interested.
Take on nobody, no come. I know the name is Sandra Cox.
Don't take up nobody where you don't know. I know you're the only moderator over here.
Right.
Sonia Cox. Sonia Cox. Come here, Sonia. Where you want? Look at here. Where you have to say?
Look like you look cock.
Sonia, you come for defense. Yes. Sandra. Yeah, Sandra, auntie, sister, brother. Gotcha.
God. Run away.
Sandra, you run away. Caramel sizzling mean. Why I don't know what color me have. I can't tell you no. I could not describe myself.
Yeah, original browning.
That is it. That me know definitely no come out of buckle.
Well, I don't know by color.
I will sing it.
It don't come out of buckle. It don't come out of buckle.
No, buckle browning, not a browning. That a blackening.
It no come out of buckle.
Yes, Sicily say.
I will sing it. Buju Bantan.
Yes, Sicily. That is facts.
Love me money and king. But most of all, me love me browning. Buju Bantan sing it?
Yeah, man.
All right.
You were 1844 for life, eh? I'm making plain fear.
Here I know, Kizzy white, Lord God. I'm not white, guys. I'm not. I'm a black man. But so what is top news phone out of the weekend now? What is the top news in the Monday evening now? What do you want to talk about?
The top news, is it? He keep on adding the over nearly 10,000 views.
Oh, where's the keep a trend?
He might add the shah. Then the point towards at the minute ago, but the flow did that touch out me. And to be the one got to meet me, just stay inside there.
You're too workless, man. That's it, no, you know.
So me ask you something now. You know, see your Damien Crawford bad man come out.
You know, there was at the meeting. All that goat man run up and down. He's soon about get.
Like seriously, what who really motivate Damien to put on the earring shot and go stand up in front of whiteboard and do foolishness? Who tell him send it figure do it? Your man G keeper trending girl. One G keeper on the app, never two.
Kizzy, in Gawa graduation, and my mother did it. My mother called me and tell me say, but that my mother, that the one that come a graduation, come and tell people about him. I got there about for 5 years, and up a KFC Plaza, him I got teach class, math class every Saturday and every Friday. Me say, Mama, you should have run him. And that him I walk I do everywhere and go. I tell people about. So me say 5 years. Him not gonna do it for 5 years.
But you see, me show you say Damien not evolve as a politician in no way, shape, or form because of the same thing in the day of Portland. I tell the people them say. And as the election, me said the election done, Damien drive Santa Masan. The same day, Damien after by election, Damien drive out of East Portland via Santa Mas.
Yeah.
And Soji in the back. And you really gone back down on Funo constituency now with the same nonsense?
Yeah, man.
Well on, plan. Boy, me have to come give you this a Jamaica. Watch this no man. Me just a pass a live go and the biggest, wickedest thing me see happen. Watch this no man. Caution and O'Keefe the power one brother live, Zane. And O'Keefe go on like him want this up man, Zane. Yo. Natalian jump on him, me say, Plank and Kizzy.
Oh?
Master God. I run, me see them run like they hear news.
Who run it?
Hey, me say, hey, O'Keefe and Caution, when Natalian jump on the live. Yo. Natalian start send him some places, man. Me say Natalian daily, you know, wicked. Me say it told them scatter foot. Me say me never see nothing so yet.
Natalian.
What me say to you, say? Hey, Natalian, quit with them a while ago, man. Then jump up on one look at youth live. And I go on like they want in my DC youth, but you not bright and then sitting there. Master God.
Do we Natalian say best?
Yeah, Natalian say una sell market British 4 years now. And nothing can come. No go.
5 years now.
Me say Kizzy, oh God man, me say 2 man take up the hand and them foot man and scatter.
Dog shit.
Well, me say to you, me say them jump off
I want to still labor rights still a follow back at them.
No, Kizzy, them are play them.
I want you, the look like he knew for the thing you said.
Oh, so they find you like.
Yeah.
But Swati.
Yeah.
Yesterday they go pass through Sunday that live. As in pass through Sunday that live. Then take it down. TikTok take down Sunday that live.
That them I do. You see them back.
How much the whole of the labor right live them?
We not tap up his screen and click off
it. Done by the Nation this morning. Jump up.
And Ellis big up yourself.
Kizzy, you know, so every Sunday they lock down one of my page.
Yeah.
I just say they lock down one of my page.
And that them I do them like a shade what?
Everybody need to start lock them down back too.
No, they can't block all of us. That me I tell them.
They can't block all of us. We just rise up something else. We just rise up something else for since and so.
Yeah, Vice of the Nation this morning.
Thank you, Darker Shade.
And them take him on and done him.
Me talking this morning when Vice of the Nation they pan Rusty live. Them PMP people are growing by labor right live a campaign and if we stop put them up in the box.
True.
And run them.
True.
A campaign, them a campaign. I don't know that.
One go up on East Central live yesterday, right? So he might try convince East Central say, say the highway them. East Central say things say the highway was Siaga brainchild. He might go tell him no. So East Central said to him say, oh, build up down Ochi in can answer. That time caution at the back said what I type about PJ. So when we go up in the know, me say East Central have a right to kick him out because everybody knows it. Siaga do it. Caution him fly come up there come and talk about a PJ. Me say caution, you know say a Siaga below down Ochi. You see by the time he says so in fly have same time. Then he couldn't answer.
Watch out.
Which part?
Watch out. Yesterday, me hear them for one platform. Then they for one platform. I remember if I call or open discussion, they panic. I talk about the school bus and a Porsche initiative and this and that.
Yes. Me hear him plan. Me hear them plan. Me what I say.
Me just go up there. Upon I think Mr. Blair, me just send a request and then put me up there. And me say, let me ask you a question. It no matter who for initiative. Right now, it's under the Jamaica Labour Party. And our kids, them are going to benefit from it. So what is the problem? You Richard say right flank, right. And the kids are going to benefit from it. But we don't have no problem with it. But how much people that are involved, it are going to transport. Me say all that shouldn't be no problem either.
In a matter how much it
Plank.
And the first Jamaica I come out with a national.
Plank. Wolande Plank. You Plank, you have taxi experience, right? When you have a car and you have a 5-seater, how much person you can carry on your route to your 5-seater?
5-seater, never carry 7.
You go carry 7, but you know you go carry 7 Plank? Because all right, me can't use for your community because I don't know down there like that. But if me run a taxi from Buff Bay to Port Antonio, me can carry up to 15 or 20 passengers because it depends on where the passengers are going. When me load up me carry Buff Bay, you know means say everybody from in the car going directly to Port Antonio. So me only make 5. I carry 5 people for one.
You let off on the road.
You go let off on the road and you go pick up. You go let off and you go pick up. The school and then in one place.
No.
For example, in the parish of Portland, right? You have Happy Grove High School, Seaside Primary, and Seaside Basic School. Them they all the way at hectares. Them they are Flatbush. Them they right on the border of Portland and St. Thomas.
Them the picnic they suffer.
And at them the picnic they suffer and at them need bus. You understand? The children them will travel from Golden Grove to Hectares River. And you see from Golden Grove or anywhere in St. Thomas to Hectares River, and them need 2 trips a morning time to carry them. Right? And you have schools along the way. The school is not giant, not the one place.
That's right.
So you're a damn ass, you're an idiot if you think that you have to load the bus above there and you have to drive one straight way, nobody now go come off. You have to have children where stop off at the various schools them on the way. If a
and
child
them a taxi man and them a taxi man and have no manners, they don't want to carry your picnic them.
Tell them.
Alright, it's situation.
It's not, remember said people on the plan. Remember said this the bus they're not assigned to no specific school. The bus them is for schoolers on the road where travel. So once you're in a uniform, the driver supposed to pick you up and drop you off at your respective school or the nearest point along the route to your school.
I forget the next bus.
Right.
But I want to say, see, alright, you see the situation the other day when the little boy take out the big stone and hit the lady in her head.
Me say.
You know, so I work the woman I come from. Wait the kids. The lady I come from, you know, because my neighbor, granddaughter, auntie. She leave from work and I go on her next work at Spanish Town. I must say NIS at Spanish Town. She said she in the bus and the music are playing. They know for them out of other music and them are wind up and them are going. One bag of school picnic in there. So she said the specific song start playing and the girl was sit down beside fly up same time and I wind up and I go on. So she ease her off. So when she start ease her off now, the girl start bad her up. And the doctor took up one piece of iron, so come she draw her knife. So when she draw her knife, now she said, "Let me tell you something, me nah make none of them kill me in here, you know." So the driver come out of the bus now, because when you reach a man that he might tell her, say, she come off of the bus because her peer school picking in the bus and a bad her up and a go on. So the driver said to him, say, no, leave her alone.
The video from where happening at the bus. Okay.
So she said, but she turned to the driver and said to the driver, say, me now put up my knife, you know, because me now make none of them kill me. So when he reached a Spanish Town now and she made complaint to the police, the little boy brave enough to fling the stone and lick the lady in her head. Right in front of the police, and then I go say, and then I go say, him a defend her friend, because the friend stabbed her. No, but the lady, my neighbor said, when she go look for her, the woman a ball because her head hurt, the pain in her head, and the amount of pain tablet we shot for you take.
No,
and
it's
Yeah, me think her skull crack.
You see the blood splash same time, you know.
Yeah, me think her skull crack.
But 2 wrongs don't make a right anyway, no, Anisha. The lady, she should have done, I come out for the bus and hold her composure and not pull no knife.
Yes, but they attacked her. She was defending herself, Blank, because them attack her at the scene. Them attack her, you know.
The little boy wrong and the lady wrong. 2 wrong no make a right.
But the little boy was not in the little boy. She never attacked the little boy. Him take it up on himself.
Yeah, but the lady pull a knife on the bus where he put it in there.
Yeah, but yes, because she defended herself.
Plan. Hold on, let me say something. Hold on, plan. Hear me I say now. Because we don't keep saying school picnic, you know. Listen to me, man. Plan, listen to no Jamaica school picnic. Listen to me.
Not
hear the story. Hold on, we not going like we don't know them the picnic where they come from. Hold on, plan. Hold on. Remember saying you did this say the driver take this conductor take up one piece of pipe. So she jump for her knife.
That's when she come out of the bus. Listen to me, man. Listen to me, I say, man. When she in at the bus and I swing the knife, and when she come outside, the conductor take up a piece of iron and the driver
No.
Plan.
Listen to me. The woman, no right. She ran.
The lady
don't know the Plant you have to defend yourself. You think that people.
Let me say something.
One at a time, please.
Make you answer something.
Hold on. Conversation.
Hold on. I'm a talk. You all of them wrong.
Me not 2 wrong don't
wait,
make
no,
a
man.
right. The lady wrong. She's the first one. Pull the knife in the bus.
Plank, you don't know that. Plank, that shit. You did it.
Me see the whole video.
Plank,
No
you did it.
plan.
The woman had to just draw that passport for this, sir.
Plan. Listen to me now. Listen to me.
You Plank, use your brains. The woman is crazy to just draw that passport.
Stab up one of the picnic them. All of that
plan. Then you stab him up. Plank, hold on. You hear me answer to yourself. Hold on. You hear me answer to yourself. I video came out. Plan.
Plank, you are wrong.
No.
Plank, are you wrong this time? Plank, you are wrong. And look, think, use your brains. The woman draw the knife. Did she stab anybody?
If you get charged, it's a weapon.
No. Plan. Listen to me now, Plan. Listen to me.
But you see, I work at Spanish Town and told the man them I take with woman now. Woman I try walk.
Woman have to defend herself. And then first of all, the woman no mad woman. She never take up knife and just a jam nobody.
Kizzy.
You see? And she talk to the police and them go leave the woman in front of the police.
The student, that's why you know how dangerous the student is.
Hold
on. The presence of the police.
Hold on. Why the bus driver not get reprimand? Because he's the driver. And he should have known better.
And the music them where I play.
Unruly, hold on there. Here we go on. People are go speak how them feel about any given situation, but you can't go by it that way. You can't speak off impulse. Not even hearsay. What we saw was a video where a young man took a stone and threw it to the back of the head of a woman. That stone could have caused a fatal blow. You understand?
And in Ghana prison. Prison.
No, but at the cost of what has taken place, it's a serious charge that will be laid against him.
For the police.
Because that blow would have caused a wound of intent. You understand what I'm saying? So he will have to face the judge in relation to that. Seeing that a policeman was unseen dealing with the matter, that young man was very out of order.
Thank you very much.
Very out of order to have gone there and done what he did. You understand? And he should face the full blow.
The blunt of the law.
Full force of the law.
As it
relates to what he did.
Darker shade. You know me I say no? You see when time I see video posts, I never have anything to say. You know why? Watch this. Now I'll show you an instance. When I'm a virgin, you know. A video run out with him, you know. I back him gun pan a man and very you know. I mean I say yo then a virgin must have mad. What king could I do that? Remember now, you know, darker shade. You know why people them do? A piece of video them post, you know, darker shade.
Edit all the time and you see all the things start.
Yeah, me say to you, say. Yeah, me say to you, say, darker shade. A piece of video people them share, you know, and I tell about an outcry, you know. I mean, big outcry, you know. You see when the full video come out, darker shade.
Yeah.
The place gone silent. All them I say, in lucky my brother never kill him. You hear me say to you, say? The place goes silent when the full video come out, brother.
But so
this is man do.
Even if the woman would have inflicted wounds on the bus, right? The bus was stopped, the police intervened.
Yes.
That you there.
Yes.
That you there. If they get the full force.
Darker shade, listen to me. Somebody background loud, that upper background loud.
Probably is mine. Let me check.
Are you yeah, it might be you, Joshua. But darker shade, look here. Yeah. Once the police is involved, yeah, that mean to say it reaching at the law, at the hands of the law. If that little teenage boy in uniform would do something like that in front of the police, it goes to show you that he have no respect for authority.
No
respect.
respect.
When the woman did a face on the bus with them. I don't think that lady is a mad woman. And from me see the video from me wake up the morning, my friend send me the 2 clips of videos to me and me see it. I know me used to travel pan bus with adults and go to school. And me I tell you this, as an adult, if you ramp with pitney pan school bus, school pitney will gang you and mab you. You hear? So you, the lady, know where she have to deal with.
100% correct, Kizzy.
Me I tell you that a school pitney will gang you and take away your 3 pints and nothing come out of it. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to know who do it. And nobody not going to own it. And I see where school pitney gang people already and create serious damage. That lady is taking bus every day. If she never feel in a position where she need to defend herself, she wouldn't have taken out no knife. And yes, them are school children and they're underage, but if you remember, say, enough gun boy and gun girl, and them, especially in them volatile areas, they will come from a certain place. They're already so exposed to violence. Enough time when you see some adult people lick down a road and crime. A little teenage boy who no believe say them do it. Me used to be schoolers pan bus, and me can tell you this. We have with knife and we have with things too. Because we have things to protect ourselves from adult and from other bad pit near school. But if a adult ramp with a school pitney, the whole school pitney go join together and mash down an adult. Me I tell you that. So don't sit down there and contact, but what? The woman this and the woman that. The woman no mad woman. The woman would never take out a knife if she never feel like she had to defend herself. That is my opinion.
I am 100% behind you, Kizzy. Because I remember having experience traveling on school bus.
Guys,
remember the days when special. The days when special around that.
All right.
I travel from special coming from a football game in Port Antonio. And I stand up close to the back seat. I know and a special girl and boy control the back seat in a special bus. Mm-hmm. You know what the girl do? Take him foot and stamp me. And I could not react. Because the whole teaching bus would have gang me. So me have to take the stamp.
Winston, me not ask, me I tell you that.
I tell you that.
You and I did not offend her. Every day.
And the girl take her foot and stamp me.
When me got happy girl, Mr. Winston, one morning we behave really bad on the bus. The vice principal was on the bus because she live at Anchovy Gardens. And we and one lady, one ex-woman catch up fall out. And me tell her, say the 30 other whip on the bus, take on the woman. We never care, said the vice principal did it. You see, when we reach up Happy Grove, Mr. Lindsay line up the whole away, 38 away, and give it 3 days suspension straight back away yard. But may I tell you this, it never matter to it because we say we are defend ourselves against an adult. And if that woman they did take it to the man, and I believe she was a teacher too from Fair Prospect School at the time, that time them all age school. If she did ramp with that gabber, let me tell you, me did schoolers. When me at school, me have me half a machete in my back, out my bag, and me cut my bag and tape in the half a machete in the bag. Cause me no want to cut me. Police take that from me. You know, if you know, say schoolers can be very, very violent. And sometimes out of our own fear to protect ourselves. Most of the time out of fear to protect our own self. I know like we want to harm nobody, but we are set. We want to prepare just in case. You never see when they search the school pit them it? The amount of knife and weapon and things they take from them. You know, say that the lady have a right to defend herself. Me never did them, me don't know how it start, but me certain say no woman now just go pan bus, go take out no knife and just start to attack schoolers so.
No. And again, the boy will hit the lady with the stone in front of the president of the police. He should be charged.
Yes, and he show you in true colors. He show you in true colors.
Even if the adult wrong, you can't a pass blow in front of the president of a police.
If you get charged for attempting murder.
Hey, Kizzy, let me tell you something, my brother. Let me tell you something, because I'm soon jump off. I can tell you from the street, just like what Kizzy say, I'm a street man in a mobile. Me run taxi. Is the schoolers? No play with schoolers. Me they come from Westmoreland one day, I stop on the Calvas, some people that come down, some students that come down. And I say, let me just run that trip here. And I tell you, so the girl and the boy, them then lap up on the ground at the back of the car. You understand me? Look here. What I want to say is this. One, you see the angel where we have a yard, a drunk rock at school.
Thank you.
We can tell you that. Never. No swear for no pitney. No swear for them. And no swear for pitney. You understand? You know, can't, me tell you, Kizzy say it, you can't make school a step two. No. When I'm in a group, me I tell you, Kizzy me in a group, and you in a group as girl, and me in a group as boy, a whole bunch of shit with you. You understand me? And the police was there to diffuse the situation because the police was there mitigating and they find out what and they explain. And this a drunk guy come in and lick the boy. Me said that boy there, me I can't tell it.
You catch him? Me here say police they have him now. Me here say they have him now. Listen, me say young look here. We don't know me now condemn pitney, you know, cause me be that pitney too. And we sometimes we not have the sense like an adult we know right from wrong, but we not think about consequences because we're young. And that's why you cannot underestimate school children. But me can tell you this, that's why I'm in a business where the PNP they want to say, me have to sit down and clap Mr. Vaz and Mrs. Vaz because trust and believe is not only the dangerous driving, it's not only the dangerous driving and the sufferation of school picnic on road. But you see these school buses where and this system will roll out by this government, it is well needed. It is also to separate the public traveling passengers from school picnic. So school picnic can stay in their lane. And adult and law-abiding people can stay in their lane too. And me I tell you this, me glad the bus they have camera because they pick them now too with no so they can't go on in no foolishness on the bus. Because the video, the evidence are got there. And so parents them on try tell on the picnic say go and go board the school bus with respect. And school picnic when I no behavior, we no go and go back click out with taxi man and adult road. But decent school picnic we find use of the school bus them.
And Mr. Vaz says it's a continuation of the school. It's a continuation of the school. So it is a continuation of
the same rules we go on the school and them are govern the bus them. Any rule
one time friend Eli.
It a govern the bus. Same way so you go. Yes, Joshua, what?
Morning. I greet my one time friend Eli, but I'm glad. Yeah, man, I'm a one time brethren. You know. Eli, what go on?
Come guys, we'll continue to top up the screen.
Me there.
Right.
Yes,
Come guys,
there,
please,
no.
if you see me rotate the box,
All right, so I'm glad that Kizzy went back to the bus situation because I wanted to mention it. Now, why would I agree with lad comrades set is Porsche initiative, right? The other day when the buses came into the island, the school buses
where?
That's in, huh?
When?
So you never hear what the person who raised the topic about this.
Them must say.
Right. The person who raised the topic about the school bus. That's the line that the person said that they heard on a comrade.
That's me, Joshua. That's me.
Right. Now.
And don't call me the person. I just me by my name, sir. You have me up for woman.
Of course. Beg you. Not chat to you. Not chat to you.
Come here, you know me the live after boy you go buy a rose for the woman. Get back to the school bus.
Me?
Yes, get back to the school bus. Me hear you.
That is why I meet my steam fish a while ago and no give you none. All right, so anyway, so
no ram for repeat what foolishness for comrades say, cause if no tell me this, you know, I never hear it.
Well, I'm there, Kizzy. So, a few weeks ago, when the buses first came,
no hair from Bullfoot.
Right, hold on. We're not going to criticize Porsche. We are criticizing the comrades now.
Hey, Joshua, you can't tell me for this criticize Porsche. Porsche don't know hair from Bullfoot.
All right.
Porsche don't fly out every weekend. Porsche they care about no school bus and spit them. Me never hear that yet.
All right. Me leave you in another department then. Me focus on what them say. Right?
Them
now,
who say it?
Comrade them.
Which comrade? Right? Which comrade? Well, any comrade of relevant say?
No, Plank call the names of who said it earlier, man.
Me never hear.
Them that you Blair and
so them are funny man. One two no man.
Hold on, Kizzy. Just maybe land Nalika. A few weeks ago when the buses first came, them drive behind the bus and says old bus when that no work, then them say at them that the prisoner driving in America. And when that never work and then no gain no traction because of the backlash all of a sudden they want to claim paternity feet. And that is what PNP does all the time. And we need to expose them even further. Right? You see PNP full of bad mind, you know. And that is why the Prime Minister talk about PNP-ism. Because part of PNP-ism is bad mind. Bad mind. Why is it that a couple weeks ago, it was all bus? And when it never worked, a prisoner bus. And now all of a sudden, it's initiative. Why? We need to silence them. We need to silence them. Mind you, you know, and I have to credit you, Richards, because I realize you, Richards, are come full circle nowadays. Because I'm not even on debate with labor rights again. Right? You, Richards, say are true. Right? And at least one reasonable one, at least in the moment, was on the live to tell them, say, yes, you know, no matter who bring it in. Right? But we get away with them lie there. Digiport with the satellite is the same way them want to claim it's at them bring internet and them something to Jamaica. Edward Philip that's bring Digiport to Jamaica, which allow the capabilities to have internet service and all of them something there and thus cell phone. Right? But PNP, because it's convenient, want to claim paternity for it as usual. Equal pay for women again. Them claiming paternity for something which is not theirs. Right? Maternity leave. No the bastard, the removal of the bastard act. This is what they have done. This is their track record of claiming paternity for things that they do not know about. Right? And we can't make PNP get with them lies, them man. So them put it out there, so we must shoot it down.
Joshua, may I allow you to talk? Because you know me have so much love and respect for you. But you see, Uno for line up with comrade and back and forth, but where who roll out from Uno roll out. Uno know me not like them conversation there because it just don't make no sense to me. Me no count you, Richard, you Blair. Them are not nobody. Them are not nobody. When sit down and agree with them, where they say, why on the feet so no need to counter with them and say, when don't make no sense.
Although them and nobody, people still listen to the nobodies.
But Plank, you can't stop everybody from listen from who they want to listen. But at the end of the day, uno the on platform with them and give them as a relevant.
No, please.
No.
Where is it? Hold on. All right, me can come over here and say, the sky is blue. Uno no want to ask for the proof. Tell them to find the video clip or the speech or whatever where Portia implement that or roll out. And if they don't have that as no proof, we'll not go with it. Uno no say it's a pattern for everything.
Yeah. Right.
They said the JLP I take their ideas and keep their ideas. Why not always have to want no feeling need to follow them up? And to give credit. You, Richard, deserve which credit, Joshua? What is wrong? We don't know.
You know, Kizzy, this bus business is a brainchild from the Vases. Right?
Winston, I know that. I remember when the accident happened with the with the doctor them Pitney, the little boy from a school. I was coming from Kingston on the way into Port Antonio the very same day when that accident happened. I may tell you, say Miss Vaz cries until she don't know if you do it herself. Yes. You know, say the doctor then lose them one child. And that is from where that idea ban.
Yeah, and then the previous one will take place in Buff Bay now. Even trigger off it more.
Worse. And then the other day when one of that run past the gardens, you remember the two children then passed away.
Yeah.
I wish Miss Vaz and Mr. Vaz and they would have named the system after the little boy in memory of that little boy who lost his life. The doctor then Pitney, the Indian child.
Yes. And
it should not be called just a bus system.
And that's why Titchfield.
It should get a name.
That's why Titchfield High School is the pilot project.
It's the pilot project.
Yes,
so I don't know why Joshua they want to sit down on a platform and discuss about Porsche.
I am in support Joshua, man. I would have no conversation with anyone at all talking about the brainchild of Porsche.
All right. Here's what I'm talking about. It's like you just put context to it. Hold on. It's like you just put context to it, kids. That is what I'm talking about. Putting the context out there because there are persons who don't know the truth, and they're not political, they're apolitical. And they don't know the truth, and because I'm here to lie, them take it to my run gone with it. And say, yes, that is what PNP always care about poor people because they don't know better.
And the other thing again, Joshua, what we all have to understand enough, and the Prime Minister is taking so much effort in articulate this to Jamaican people, that even if a government or a politician come with a brilliant ideas that sound good and sound catchy, you have to have the economic benefit to support it, to implement it. So if the economy is not there in a position to purchase these buses and to ship them come to Jamaica, to retrofit them to fit our ideals, to train the drivers and the staff to operate them, if the economy not that capacity, cannot happen. And the portion of the Jamaica economy never have that capacity.
We talk this every day, I always go talk again. Portion no do nothing for Jamaica. Portion legacy done in the first 100 days since the Jamaica Labour Party in office. Done with long time. Don't know where them people on talk about pipeline and this thing.
Christopher, what you must remember, Mr. Ellis, that even the money that we get for the 3-mile road leading up to Constant Spring, remember that Porsche sat on that grant and that money was about to go back to the donor country. Right? And it's a blessing in disguise when the government changed and Mike Henry fast track it because all of that pool of fund was going to return. So that is the legacy of Porsche, brother.
Exactly.
And then them same one come out and criticize Mike Henry to doing 3 Mile, Ugly Park Road, Constant Spring Road, and up by Barbican at the same time. Right? And they have to do it because the time was expire. Was about to expire for the project to start. And Jamaican people now have this information and PMP now they on them platform and tell PMP people these things. So let us get the information and get the facts out there, people.
The bus system, you see the bus system and Miss Bars and Mrs. Bars carrying. I should have 1,000 more buses left foreigner come here with the student them for traveling.
You see, my thing is no matter when nobody want to come with. Saying who a brainchild, who initiate process and all of these things. I want back an argument that's all it is. Saying I have breath, I breathe every day. That means say I'm alive. But am I living life? Me I do nothing to live good life.
Darker shade.
You say me I deal with?
Darker shade.
I them think that a problem. Hold on, Kizzy. The transformation of Jamaica, the modernization of Jamaica at this particular time is being done by this government, right? And people are taking it for granted. They have seen what is necessary to move Jamaica forward, to demonstrate what Jamaica can be. And that is something that should have been done years ago. You understand? The things that are being done now are necessary for the development of the nation. And these people are executing it to the best of their ability. The bus system that has come in place is something that should have been done a long time ago. The children should be going to school decently and going back home decently.
Orderly, yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
The transportation system that we have out here in Jamaica, it put them, the children in a position where they are exposed to all kind of nastiness and things like they are adults.
Yeah, man.
And them a picnic.
Yeah, man.
Them a picnic, them not supposed to be exposed to these things. So when you have a system in place that is organized a particular way, saying have cameras and buses and all of these things, then the decency is developed or redeveloped.
And the bus will also man by a disciplinarian from the school.
That's what I'm saying. So we need to put things in place where Jamaica moves into that frontier. And this is the government that is doing it. Why people are go against the good things that are happening? I don't understand. These things are good for our nation.
Darker shade.
PMPism.
Darker shade.
Yes, kids.
You and Planka look me. Let me put in a simple Jamaican term. Yes?
Yeah.
You darker shade, you look me 6 months now. Planka look me 3 months. Right?
But then also then can't get your camera, you're there already for
Copy nice, Joshua.
Well, I get darker shade. You know your Joshua now? Joshua, I work this man because I want one bed.
Jesus!
And Joshua, no buy the bed, give me. Darker shade, I'm gonna tell Mr. Kizzy. A 6 months me there, I'm here sleep on the ground. Joshua come and gone, but you know buy you no bed. But me go buy you a bed December. And Plank come within 3 months self and buy me the bed. Where me get the bed from?
Plank.
No, I planked in the day all the while. And me come 3 months and buy you the bed.
A plank start in progress.
No, who get me off the ground?
Plank start in progress.
Me, Kizzy.
A Plank take me off the ground.
Yeah.
I'm stay there sit down and waste time. I back and forth and then lie because that's all. They don't have nothing to campaign on. And what them have to do, I trick them few little people who brainwash and believe every nonsense that come out of them mouth.
With curry goat and red rice and soup.
And curry chicken. Right? Me tell you already, you know. I say it already.
Stop love you, Kizzy. Stop love you, Ivan.
How many you pay attention, but I have been saying.
You're lucky.
We talk about Vision 2030. And when people ask me, what do I hope to see achieved by this government, me tell them all the time, I want to see us achieve accomplish what was outlined for Vision 2030. And I sit down the other day and I analyze and I realize that we are experiencing the journey to Vision 2030 right now, and a lot of Jamaicans don't realize it.
That's why we have to educate them.
As I touch that point, Kizzy, that is what they were talking about.
Hello. I want to know go on like kuna Bambo she live, you know. Next man want talk, you know. I want to know. Plank and Joshua. One. Somebody me want talk, Virgin.
You don't see I love it. Oh, you don't see I love it to them and make money right.
I want to go on. I don't want to go on like me no have no talking, brother.
So Jay.
I want to know go on. Easy yourself, man.
So just stop fighting over Kizzy, man.
Yeah. You what me I say. Zin and Kizzy, me still continue on the bus system, you know. Because we realize we have a moral decay in the society. This school bus system will change it. This school bus system will make a lot of difference in how children behave going to school and coming from school. This bus system, when the parents them say they don't have no whole for money, I just $100 off a fine to send the picnic to school for the bus. You understand what I say to you? Say it is a change in so many ways. It's as Vision 2030 coming forward, as Kizzy said. But when I think what I want to say now, I make it up on my mind. I go say to one say, we don't think we really need to have no argument with no PMP, you know. But listen to this. KD Knight, who is in the Lion them, come out and say, Mark Golding should never be Prime Minister of Jamaica. And I miss it so. A PMP see so.
I see so.
Well on the man, Ronnie Tweet, come out and say, the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich happen under PMP, and I miss it so. PMP see so. Donna Scott Matley, come out and say Parliament, say JLP will close Parliament early. Philip Powell will come out and say, nothing no go so. And I miss it so. A PMP see so. So whatever PMP say, no make no sense. So we don't need to debate panic and PMP don't have nothing to talk about. Because PMP has show them up. Labour right now to show them up, you know. PMP has show them up.
Till them tell lie pan one another.
Then I tell you, they can imagine. You can imagine, Kizzy. That is what is happening, you know. That is what is happening. They get confused. Andrew Holness left them to go to the, what they call it, 10th floor. At 10th floor, they're going to end up when Andrew Holness done with them. We can't tell that people. Anyhow, now take back the floor now. Kizzy, Joshua and Frank, take back the floor.
You know,
somebody a wash.
Kizzy, mute me, it's me. Mute me, it's me.
I know.
Just a wash, man. A plank.
A plank. Like how you buy me the bed. Are you the man, you a plank?
I know what me I think you did there wash, you know. Joshua wash it.
Joshua wash
it for them.
Guys, I wanted to say this, guys, that I listened to the Prime Minister the other day making a speech.
Hey, Crafty.
And the Prime Minister was making a comparison between Jamaica and Guyana.
Yes.
And guys, if you never know, I just want to draw this attention to all who listening. That presently, Guyana is the fastest growing economy in the Western Hemisphere. Guyana is growing over 50% per annum because of the oil boom, right? And the Prime Minister was making the comparison that when you go into Georgetown in Guyana and see the amount of crane that is up in the air, putting up new infrastructure, it is a similar thing that is taking place in Jamaica. Maybe not on a grand scale as Guyana, but we have a lot of crane in and around Kingston putting up new buildings, right? The Prime Minister is saying that all the tax return that is the government is able to give back to taxpayers. It's a similar thing Guyana is doing. And he was making a comparison showing Jamaica that we have not discovered any oil or any natural resources of such in large quantity. But because of the good management of the Jamaican economy, the country can be able to be competing against one of the fastest growing economy in the world. Okay? So this is a good thing. So when you hear PMP, I say nothing go on and this and that. What we must do here is to listen to the Prime Minister, listen to GIS, abreast ourselves with the right information and come here and share the information with the people of Jamaica. And yes, every man to them opinion, but sometimes it really baffles me why we listen to fools and come back here and repeat what fools are saying. Right? Let us put out the real information out there to Jamaican people and the people who willing to accept true information will support the government, not what Fufu, Kashan and others is saying. Thank you. I will rest here and let somebody else.
Me don't know how labor rights entangle up themselves with them so much. That's why I have to come here and repeat the nonsense.
They were talking about 30-30 vision. And they were saying...
I don't have too much free time. I don't have too much free time.
Man?
Yes.
I will free time.
I don't have too much free time. That's why I listen to foolishness.
Because listen to them.
Because from this argument start about the boss. From let me tell you no, from Miss Vaz. I don't know if you remember. But friend Miss Vaz went on stage a couple months ago when there was the East Portland constituency meeting and spoke about these buses. All of a sudden, PNP never have nothing positive to say. Then tear it down, and Mr. Vaz has been working consistently. The first thing then they start say, the door upon the right side and the door for the on the left, and if the bus got this and how one bus and from even that conference, Miss Vaz and Mr. Vaz, when they spoke about the buses who are gonna come, they did say they would get smaller buses for the more rural inner parts of the parish. And I remember, but you see, let me tell you, me don't know why, but me never get misled by no PNP nonsense yet. But I because me no listen to them, me no give ears to them foolishness. And as a good laborite, you're not supposed to use your brain. Don't go embarrass yourself like the idiot councillor boy we embarrassing himself yesterday on TikTok so bad. No TikTok, on Twitter. That he must when they go with him, he must delete all I'm posting shame like dog. Because in Concord asks foolishness and claims that them a councillor caretaker. You as labor rights no feel supposed to use no brain. You know, you have no sense. And no make people twist on and turn on. I mean, I understand how you still have mingle and a bungle up with the same set of comrade them where they pan the app when no make no sense. How? They are known liars. They are known propagandists. Remember, I used to bring them on my platform to, like the U Richards and so. Then cannot come back over here to do what? To do what? You cannot have no constructive conversation with them. They will lie and they will thief and they will do anything for PNP party. What kind of conversation you can hold with people who can't be honest about nothing? People will lie about everything. No make no sense. You know waste no time and election season now. You know nothing so you do all of the dirty bungling already. What you do in a box? That's when I hear the foolishness and the lie. Me say
no, we're in a box.
Can me never know so them a claim say a Portia. Oh God, Portia don't know her head from her tail. Poor Portia.
When I see us not me also stop by some of my time now. When me look on me, I say, yo, when I see it got to the point where them are rubbish, good development, great infrastructure, forward movement. Me I say them people are sick. When me I do over here, so. Me talk over there. Me no want to hear them, brother.
If you hear them attack all bad things about the Prime Minister and they you know, go to tell them to clot and come down, man.
Who, me?
You waste the time. Because them still got
Let them alone.
Let them go in their feelings. They still feel how them feel. Them still got push them initiative.
Me a big pussy one in here, so Keith say the Prime Minister will not be on the ballot for this election.
My I'm plank. Tell me now, what purpose now you figure defend that? When you hear father talk.
I did not defend because
but Kizzy, you can still over the side to them the foolishness there.
When your father talk,
if I say I shit you, I kiss you, you want to wipe him, put him out.
Because them people are sick, brother. The people are sick. When a man can look for Jamaica in a position where they know and say nothing go on, something is wrong with them.
Remember, you know, what we need to do is and people like Kizzy who understand the technology to a level, we must pull up that famous speech of KD Knight when he was leaving the parliament, that after 18.5 years responsible for the people's business, he has not satisfied and he cannot say with true conscience that the PMP have done anything to make the Jamaican people life better. That is the speech of a KD Knight, and that will ring out everywhere where we go.
But Mr. Winston, if KD Knight was a true patriot, he would have put in the same political party to go run. If he was a true patriot, chat him a chat. Because he have
but him attack, but Plank, let me tell you. But
doesn't matter, it's for the truth.
Sometimes it conscience come out. Sometimes it conscience come out. Then can't look on where that's go step on stage about Holness. Sometimes the truth in their head, you know, he's if you always tell lie, you know. Sometimes the truth have to come out.
Of course, he may not be patriotic, but he has to speak the truth.
But darker shades, your son darker shades. You're in an organization, and that organization is corrupt, and you know that. And you are leaving that organization, darker shades. And your son that is of age. Would you let your son go serve that organization, sir?
No, sir.
But that's how we know. But that's how we know. Uno think say PNP now. But you think it might benefit night. You see, come out and embed because supporting data.
You must follow out tonight.
You think say I go change? Where think him go?
The PNP is not a vehicle to serve the people, you know, or to bring about better for the people, you know. The PNP is a vehicle to enrich himself. Right?
Somebody.
So KD Knight now I'm pushing in data. You got to enrich yourself. Because remember that KD Knight.
You know your Porsche say, this all bus not changing no course.
Remember, you know, KD Knight is a benefactor at the grandest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. So you don't believe you want in that if you achieve some of that. That's the vehicle what PNP is, the transfer rich from the poor, transfer wealth from the poor to the rich. You think they never coming nothing new?
But Father Winston, remember say them are the greatest enemy to you know. Them are their own greatest enemy, you know. Because when they speak against their one another, you know, them honor the worst things possible to try to break the back or bring down an individual within their own party, you know. They have done it on several occasions.
Yeah.
You understand? Look at the fight that was put towards Portia Simsimila by our own people. It break the back of the PNP so that she couldn't even win another election.
But on a serious level too, darker shade. Let us analyze this thing in a very critical way. Portia Simsimila never make up with the component to be a successful prime minister.
Yeah, man, we know the part, man. But what about you know, putting the best effort in to disguise that fact? You know, she have people behind her who could have disguised it. But them push it out there and make them know say, oh, idiot, this
Remember, no, the reason why PJ Patterson endorsed Portia to be the successor of him was just for the party to continue to win, you know. It wasn't about to bring about good governance, you know, or to achieve economic growth and development for Jamaicans, you know. It was just for the party to continue to win because she was popular amongst some Jamaicans.
It was a two-prong thing, Winston. Dr. Peter Phillips insulted PJ when him signed the MOU and hide it in the ministry, hide it up a camp. And Peter Phillips' popularity was really dimming amongst Jamaicans, not PMP, amongst Jamaicans. So it was a two-prong thing. The PMP did not lose ground. Peter Phillips wasn't never sellable at the time. Peter Phillips insult PJ when he signed the MOU and not tell him the same time. And carry go hide up a camp in the Prime Minister ministry. So it was only to keep the PMP afloat.
PJ and Peter Phillips, them are underminer. All them do underminer.
Correct, one love.
Them are underminer.
So other people were there now who is I would say at the time then, to speak facts to truth, that Peter would say would be the most successful minister then in the PJ administration. And he must feel aware now to see that this person has get the nod over him. Remember, you know, everybody enter politics because they have some form of ambition, you know, to achieve a certain target or goal, you know. You understand? So, you know, let me tell you something, guys. When we look at the transformation that is taking place before our eyes, Kizzy talked about earlier on about the Vision 2030. And I'm not afraid to say, because I'm a person who speaks the truth and speak it ever. I was one of the biggest person who opposed and say it was possible for us to meet Vision 2030. Even up to 2020 election, I was saying that it was impossible. And what me see happening since 2023 till now, my people, me change my argument totally. Me change my argument.
They're supposed to never have COVID, Winston.
Huh?
Suppose we never have COVID.
Suppose we never have COVID.
You'd have called and apologize personally.
When I look and see the transformation of the police force the other day when them have them show, I believe, I say, no man, I can't really Jamaica police looking this way and operating this way. Total transformation. Right?
A slide down for a rope. Like
Winston, I remember for years when enough people have said the police need to be disbanded. The police need to be disbanded. The police too corrupt. I remember for years enough conversation we have with people over the years, prominent people in a society, nobody had any hope or any belief that the JCF that we have in Jamaica today, that it was a possibility.
Definitely.
And we live to see that. We live to see that. And that's a good governance. That is
Definitely.
coming out of good governance, that come out of good management, that come out of investment, that come out of accountability, that come out of
we started to attract other region is looking on and endorsing what we are doing.
Me one of them, Kizzy. Me need have a pick. Me need have a bone with Bruce Golden, because I think Bruce Golden they got disband the police force and put the army in charge and train a new police.
No.
Me tell you my opinion. I was one of them.
But it was never spoken of.
No, it wasn't spoken of, but in the back of my mind, because I know Bruce Golden think out of the box, you know. So me and my neighbor discuss it and I say, yeah, the perfect man for attack crime and get rid of the police force. Me never know the miracle where Rocky Mead and the Prime Minister and Chang work. Is that nothing short of a miracle? I don't left Rocky Mead out tight neither. I will PMP a cost or both in salary and in position. We see the money's worth. I have no problem to pay for what is good.
Yeah, man, and Major Anderson as well. They all contributing.
But Fambo, you have to understand where JSF come from, you know. Saying, and we are talking plain so that everybody can understand. You have the nation security I work out of dilapidated buildings. Some of them buildings are not even real building. For argument's sake. Saying, you have the nation security where I protect and respond to any form of situation. I drive dilapidated vehicle. Vehicle where broke down every minute. Sometimes can't go away. Saying, you have nation security if you depend on one another to get things done. That means say, my vehicle now works, so I have to call the next station down the road to come assist me up here so. And him have theme place down the stuff the police. Saying, you have the nation security. I gotta work every day. And now no money for buy lunch. Now no money for even travel to work. You understand me? And if you depend on different means, all kind of different means in order to carry out them functions accordingly. The resources that is necessary to carry out the functions at the JSF, lackluster. The mere uniform where a man forget to wear up on the road in a deplorable condition. Sometimes man then close burn out and then shoes are bust off of them foot. Police had to be purchasing things for themselves to look good better. You understand? Now, it got to the point where it was so, boy, I mean, I know. It was so heart-wrenching for the nation's security go out there, carry out them functions accordingly, be accountable for everything what them do. In the condition where them did in a better condition where they have to work in a. Seeing? And it got to the point where a government saw that a transformation was needed, a total transformation, and put in all the efforts to ensure that these things are taking place. New infrastructural buildings, new resources, new vehicles, upgrading the amount of police personnel working on a daily basis, so on and so forth. It's a massive upgrade. Has also increased the police salary, increased the morals of the JCF, increase the modernization with technology, and also the different tools needed to carry out the work. We must say one difference. It must be major. You understand? A massive infrastructural change has taken place. And this is why I say to you that when I listen to people speak, I wonder what it is that they really want. What it is that you really want from a government and what it is that you really want out of your nation. When you see these things are taking place and you rubbish it, you say it's not happening.
Dr. Shade, let me get a little intimate with that situation that you're talking about. Let me tell you something. We go out on the road, we come under attack. When we go to the police station, we get arrested up on the floor and we use the helmet as pillar. When you look on the condition of where we live, a camp, the bathroom, the man all kind of sitting. When you go to camp now, you come like it's a city. Brother, listen to me, I said to you, man. Nobody now got tell me nothing how the security forces were treated in. I was there. It was awful. And me can tell you, we out there putting our life at risk. Almost every night. And news is not making, we come under contact, I can't tell you that, You understand me? And I'm here now. Thank God, I survived it. I'm telling you, it was heart-wrenching, but guess what? I always love my country. And just like me, a lot of police and soldiers love their country. Right now, my son is in the military, When he said he's going to join the army, I was happy because I know what it does. It builds you into a man who can stand your own and support your family. It builds you into a strength that nobody believed you would have. So what this government have exposed is that what happened now, it give the police and the soldiers more time to take care of their family and to get support. A man said to me, you know, what do you make a barber shop in a man say, Soji, me not do no overtime, you know. Me not have to do no overtime, you know. Me good with my salary. You hear me say to you, say, me could have hear that one time. A man saying I play ball at evening time and I sit when he done work. Because he's mentally comfortable. And this is that what this government has done for our security forces. When you used to have one boat to patrol the whole island, now you have 8. You have a much helicopter if we have if we take people out of situation, if we have flooding and all of that. Brother, I don't know normal investment going in us. You know, you have one shoes, it lasts forever. You can't get a change of shoes. Uniform is same thing. And no man tell me this, you know, this is when we go through in the 90s. Because I joined the army in 93. So people can come and talk all what they want. This government has transformed Jamaica. Hey, the other day I went to the expo, you know, because I don't know me now left it. I still have to go. You know, we have a discussion about the school bus system and one idea what I have in my head. And just to show you, the inspector said to me, say, I'm going to run with the idea. Where I'm thinking about the bus stops being outfitted with cameras. So if the children have to come out early, we have security for them. And he says it's the best idea here for a while.
Yes,
people,
brilliant idea.
Brilliant idea, Soldier. Brilliant.
Yes, man. And he run with it. And listen to me. Listen to me. We have to understand, brother. This government is a caring government and a listening government. They act to make sure the people are comfortable. Watch this, you know. When the PMP said they cap public sector worker wages, you know what Andrew said? No. You know why he said no? He said if the country grow, the public sector must grow too. But PMP want to come cap their wages, so no matter how the country grow, I see a percentage that increase them all get. Andrew only said no. And then if you look into these things, what is happening? I get a car, so me not come out, but go and talk.
Any increase is good, brother. Any increase is good. Any improvement is good. No matter how small it be. No matter the percentage it be, it's good. See? Substantial increase and substantial improvement is great. You understand? And we look forward to substantial increase in wages and so on and so forth. We look forward to substantial improvement in the way we live and the development of our nation. That's what we look forward to. And I am saying, if it is that every time something is being done, something good is being done, something substantial is being done, it is being rubbished and ridiculed based on how a man feel about him in party or in MP or in council. Come on, man. Where are we going? What do we want out of our nation? What do we want from our government?
You know, darker shade. One of the things that Jamaican and a whole, both Labour Right and PMP, Jamaican people may talk about. One of the things that we must get in our tough skull and realize that Jamaica can be a growing and a successful economy without we discover oil, our goal in commercial quantity. We must get that in our head. Some of the strongest economy in the world do not have any oil, right? But they have to have strong fiscal prudency. You understand? You have to have a management team in place that always thinking outside of the box to apply new technology, new industry to the economy, to keep the economy propelling, right? And so therefore, when you listen to, even up to the other day, when you listen earlier in the year, up late last year, early this year, when everybody coming out on social media and run about Jamaica with oil and all of them things there. Too much of us believe, say, if we not discover oil, we not have no way out. And it is not so. It is not so. Because all of what we are doing now as a country, we don't have no oil. Right? The transformation that is taking place, the Prime Minister not even tax the people. No additional tax. A matter of fact, him lowering the tax on certain class of people. So if we can continue to broaden the tax net and continue to grow the economy, in no time, maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, we can double our GDP. We can. So we can have more resources for healthcare, for education, for road infrastructure, for water, and the whole works. But we always look the easy way out as a people. That's why so many times we have collapsed a Ponzi scheme. Because we always look the easy way out. We don't believe in a hard, tough economic prudency. That's the problem we have in other people, brother.
I don't necessarily believe we not believe in a Winston. So someone will not try to understand that part of the thing, you know. The management portfolio of the government is what we don't want to understand, you know. We don't want that complicated something there in our brain. Saying we don't want to say we MP in food and in care money can give it. Or in cook and pot and we can eat the food all time. Or in take care of picking our mind and picking themselves when we supposed to mind them. Them now look on the facts that once these things take place, the nation develops and it creates vast opportunities for everyone to develop themselves and their children. See, and that's a problem.
Go with the ideology there. No want nobody come feed me. I want you teach me how to fish and make a fish and make my own fish. Go away, I'm not hungry.
Yes, Rivian. Strong human resources development, brother. That's what we need. That's what we need. Each man needs to become highly efficient and highly productive. That's what we need. When you're going hours, brother, you know, Winston, you're optimus.
Winston, one other thing, you know, what is? Here what we do bad as a Jamaican. We get an increase. See in Winston?
Yes, sir.
We used to live all right, you know. We used to live all right, you know, Winston, before we get the increase. And guess what we do the increase? We go Gallivant and Polyvan, and soon after we want the next increase. But yes, instead of we save the increase then and say I never fool.
I invest
and make myself, yes, I make myself into a better person when I have to depend on the increase, you know. We farm food. We spend off the increase and I look for more increase. Instead of we say, all right, remember say their money are never for me. Because I'll show you something, Winston. Just when the income tax threshold move from 5.92 to 1.5, me used to pay about 9,000 a month to income tax.
Yeah.
You know what I do, Winston? Me hide the money. Me say enough for me hide it. What me say to yourself? Me hide it. You understand what I say to yourself? And believe me, you don't want to know what me do with it. Now I tell you, you understand what I say to yourself? Brother, we have to wise. We have to wise in this time.
The next thing that we need to know, even at the great United States, where a lot of us you would like to use as a benchmark, the average person in the United States do not have one job. Or even if they have one job, them investing in the stock market. You understand? And so therefore, we have to get in our brain now. Oh, we as a people can start to create wealth. We depend too much on our belly, brother. We need to start thinking how to create generation wealth. Why, me tell you, trust me.
Oh, God.
We want government to do everything. It is impossible for you to pay your bills, take care of your children, and go on a vacation after you're just a salary alone. So Jamaican people, when you have a job, you take a little man and you buy some stocks, you buy some shares, right? And when you get a little dividends, you can accumulate up that you go for your little vacation or whatsoever you want to do or add on for your house. The government cannot continue to give us an increase to meet all our demand and all our desire. country no run so. Not even the great United States of America not operate that way.
Winston.
A people have to find the mechanism, find a way. Oh, they can rise their living a standard of living. Come in, Tina.
You know what a big issue, Winston? We need to start educate the people and what are the three functions of the government. The government responsibility is not your belly and to take care of your children. You know. One of the government responsibility is to make sure the sovereignty of Jamaica is secure, you know, and that is by putting out Coast Guard. And the next one is to make sure the school, you provide school and health for the country, you know. And the next one, they have to figure out that one themselves, because you have too much where they name their people in Jamaica where political dons. We need to start make these people understand, say, politics is something that set the presidents for us to determine the future. If you vote for your belly, young lago, then a sufferation. But if you vote for accomplishment like infrastructure, security, management, development, and etc., you can never go bankrupt as a country if you have prudent initiative towards what a government is supposed to do, you know. So we have to start change the mindset of Jamaicans them. As to you say, it's not about belly and and stretch forward. I look something at all the time from the government. The government don't responsible for you and your belly. The government responsible for make sure the economy can provide jobs for you to go out and work and take care of your family. Not his job to do that. And we Jamaican have a bankrupt mentality, thinking that government responsible for take care of our children and we household. We need to start the government.
Thank you.
Tell the people them say, look here, man. And also it work. All right, somebody else can say something now.
Big up yourself, Tina want me, all right?
Yeah, mama, good Kizzy, man.
All right, Charmaine in the back. Charmaine. Well, I connect in 1 minute. Let me allow Charmaine because she's been in the box for a while. Charmaine?
I'm just listening.
Charmaine, come on, man. You can't come up in the box and just want to listen. You have to have something to say.
Must have an input.
Must have an input. Everybody have an opinion, man. We don't must have to agree with what you say, but you must have something you want.
Charmaine, good evening.
Charmaine, man. Hi, guys. Thanks for the armies on the tops.
Yeah.
You come, Charmaine. Let me hear you.
Well, I just like what the Prime Minister is doing. Doing a very good job. And I always vote for him, you know. Always. I'm in Carl Samuda constituency. And I big up the land I see right this time. You never see me on the phone. Say the delegate they must stand on those things. You never see me.
Never see. We never know see you, Charmaine. You have to tell me see you did out there going yourself.
Yeah, man. And me, man, I stand up for the land I see right, man. Me see you.
So you're one of them. But you know, say a Christian me the one.
Well, everybody have them choice, you know, but me did a fight for the land.
Okay, well, me open happy with him.
Yes, of course.
Me not talk no. Me talk when no send him a parliament. That's all me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We are working for him, man. We have to work for him, you know.
Yes, Soji.
Just work.
All right.
Soji, where you call my name? I don't know. Me not put nothing for my mouth. What is done is done. What is done is done and
yeah,
and done right now. Yeah, but just I say.
Yeah, we is one, you know. We are just one.
Of course, one party, man. And nothing wrong with the land. We just have a different preference.
Yeah, just have to work in
why, but me not gonna say it publicly because that will be right. But what is done is done. We just talk with Charmaine because now that they get what they want, they make enough noise and then get what they want. Me I'm glad tell them to make sure say they not do the land like way. Then do Moreland down at Westmoreland. That's all I say. Me not say nothing else. Anyway, big up yourself, Charmaine.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And you must always come and say something. Nobody about you just listen. None of we not just listen over here. Well, we have experience.
You know, so me always depend on the program, Charmaine Simmons, me always.
Yes, but that's why you have something can share with me too. And you see, like, you see your talk, there's nothing wrong. You share with me. That's good.
Yes. All right, me there. Listen same way.
All right, no problem. Connecting here with floor now.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon. How you doing? How you want to do? Everybody do?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. How are you?
Great, man. Great. Giving God thanks, man.
Wonderful.
Yeah, me miss you, man. Funny man, and kick where you may miss you, man. Them put you in a stand like a PJ party soon.
Yeah.
Man, put you in a stand. Well, go on.
Sometimes they break good, man. Yeah, man. Me there, man.
Rest of yourself, man. Rest of yourself.
So, I want to touch a little at the conversation that sparked me a bit there. Really, the crime rate, analyzing and so on and so forth. Personally, I saw from way back in 2018 that without the marauding PNP, homicide would have been below 1,000 from 2019. Would have gone even probably below 500 already. But the PNP did not totally oppose the state of emergency. You know, I really have to admire the leadership of Dr. Holness, you know. I really have to admire it because while they were there stopping the security forces, can you imagine? Let us examine the thing. It was the government that recommended the state of emergency, you know. Either the military and the police commissioner came together and agreed that, look here, in order to cauterize this high homicide rate, we should give the police more room to carry out better investigations because the numbers in the force were limited, the resources were limited. The PNP left a pop down police force in Jamaica from 2007, and they do much better. They don't do no better in 2015, 2016, February when they left. And sometimes I have to sit and wonder if it wasn't deliberate on behalf of the part of the PNP. You know? I have to sit down and seriously consider that. Because when you look at how they manage the country and how they manage crime, their actions have to be deliberate. And why deliberate? Because people are going to say, then wait, why people don't want to have this high unaliving rate? Because of how they govern. They win elections by using their thugs and their enforcers and their dons to round up their voters and then force them to go to the poll and vote. In other words, if Mark Golden should have lose, you know what happened to people when they gardens, you know? They could live around it. That's how the PNP government Jamaica. So in my view, it may have been a deliberate attempt. But when I saw the move by the security forces that the government implemented the state of emergency and we had a 22% reduction. In 2018, we had a 22% reduction in unaliving. In 2018, we're using the state of emergency and the PNP voted against it. But the government didn't sit down and waste time. And they really have my admiration. You know, when I look at how the PNP treated the police force in the past, and how this government came in and purposefully built out capacity in the national security apparatus. And they never pay the PNP no mind. So my time they put in the state of emergency for 2 weeks. And 2 weeks down the PNP not supported it, gone. And then come back and then watch the areas and then put it in for 2 weeks. But if they were able to use it consistently, the unaliving rate would have dipped below 1,000 from 2019. If the PNP, and I want to make this very, very clear, if the People's National Party did not vote against the states of public emergency, I must keep repeating these things that the people understand, you know. In 2018, December, and to put context to it, St. James Division was the only division that got the state of emergency for 1 full year. Nowhere else in Jamaica got it. The only division that got it for 1 full year, January 1 to December 31, 2018, was St. James. No.
Please, pause 30 seconds, sorry. Kizzy, take me down and add Rich Rod. You want to share?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, connecting to that.
No problem. 2018, homicide plummeted by 70+% in St. James, you know, from 335 in 2017 to 105 in 2018 using the state of emergency, and the PNP voted against it. The people of Jamaica must remember these things, you know. So they have a deliberate ploy and strategy to keep unaliving up in Jamaica, because they stay in power and get to power. Because when they're unaliving, it is like they use it and beat out the government. So I am not surprised. Unlike others, I am not surprised, because I was watching the security forces, the improvement in the security forces. I was watching the stations when the government ordered, because I see what happened, you know. What the government has done now. We were trying to do it from as far back as 25 years ago, 2000, when I was at the Federation. We were trying to get the government to increase the numbers in the force, to get the vehicles, to equip the police force, to build the police stations, to give them better pay. I will never get, not even one, I can't remember we get. I can't say we get in that was. Not even one item. And this government came now. The same thing we were asking for 25 years ago, when I was in the Police Federation. This is what the government is doing now, over 20 years after. So I am not surprised that the numbers are plummeting now, and they will plummet further. In fact, I want to repeat something I said. This administration remaining in power for the next 5 years, we are to expect homicide to go below 200, to go back to the 1960s figures. And I'm not just putting that out there, because I have been watching the numbers, I have been analyzing and crunching the numbers for a few years now. And when I look at how the numbers are tumbling now, I am expecting, I'm very, very optimistic, in fact, that we will go back to the 1960s, when the highest homicide rate in Jamaica was at 157 in 1969. So no surprises for me. This is what we wanted. This is what I was at the Federation trying to do. I remember in 2001, May, all 8 executive members of the Central Committee went straight to PJ Patterson's office without an invitation. We actually barged in his office without an invitation to make our point clear that we really wanted these things. This was from May 2001, 24 years ago. So no, I am not surprised. And this government is doing what I have always desired. And I mean, it is long in coming, but now we are here. And make no mistake, you know, the best is yet to come. We don't see the best yet. So there's no way that Jamaicans should even contemplate, should even consider giving the PNP a chance. I count to one, come and give PNP a chance. Chance? Give them chance? Go pick balloon at Christmas. Go and shop where they sell balloon. They still doing something there. Where you go have a chance and you pick one number. And if you're lucky, you get on a big balloon. Wait till Christmas come. You go and shop, go take chance, go pick balloon. You can't run Jamaica like you pick balloon. Jamaica is a sovereign state. And we can't have a government that each time they come in power, the homicide rate increase. Each time the PNP comes to power, we have a higher homicide rate over what they inherit. And it happened even the last time they were in power. So we can't take those chances. Don't try to fix something that is not broken. Don't try to fix something that is not broken. If it's not broke, not try to fix it.
Hey, Mama Joy. Thank you for the heart.
I learned your pieces and allow somebody else to come in.
Yeah, man. Thanks for connecting. Richard, you asked to come up. What you say?
Hey, thank you. You know, I appreciate for accepting me. I'm just sending my 2 cents, as I always try to do whenever I, get a chance to give my strong support and advice to our fellow Jamaican home, but especially those of us who live abroad, because I know for a fact, as I speak, I know for a fact there are 22 of us. 22 of us. I'm driving, so you all hear this indicator. That's what you're hearing. There are 22 of us who are literally sitting, waiting for our Prime Minister to call the date, because we see and we know what is happening, and we are ever so proud of our nation, and to the fact that we are in a stage where our country is growing. And one thing I keep always like to talk about is the value of our country as is so much that we can't afford to lose it. And when you have an opposition or an opponent that, even though the fact is very clear to us, it is very there, the evidence is there on the ground that this is happening, they will come to you and say nothing not happening. You know, it tells you where they're going to be bringing this country, if God forbid, if they should ever, you know, get a hold of it. Because, you know, for example, if let's say, because one of the things they've been criticizing the government or the prime minister is with the housing, the social housing project. Now, my thing is, let's say the prime minister built 2 houses. I'm just using examples now, right? So nobody not kill me. Let's say the prime minister used 2 houses. When the opposition leader went and did his debate, if he had come out and said, you know what, we see the prime minister build 2 houses and we applaud that. However, this is our plan to give 5 houses. Then it would be so, then, you know, I would say that there is some form of credibility to him. But the fact that he's going to come out and say, that is a waste of time, you know, it's very bad. So my thing is, I just want to implore us as Jamaicans for us to continue to choose Jamaica, because many of us, you know, I voted for Bruce Golden. I didn't vote for Andrew Holness in 2015 because I wasn't there, but I voted for Bruce Golden, and I'm looking forward to vote again. The first time I voted was the last election that Mr. Siaga ran, 89. No, lie, sorry. The last election Siaga ran was what? 90 something, right? That was the last election because I was 18 at the time. His last election. And then I voted for Bruce Golden again. And I'm looking, eagerly anticipating and waiting for the great day when the Honorable Prime Minister will call the election. And the thing about it is, the man is a strategist. He's a strategist. So we shouldn't be rushing him. Let the PNP go and rush it, because them know for them little kitty a drain, literally draining. So them are big. And the longer it stays, is the more they are exposed, right? And as my fellow constituency neighbor just came up, that the lady who is supporting, she lives in Carl Samuda's constituency. My family lives in Duane, St. Andrew Northwest, Duane Smith's constituency. And, you know, we're both neighbors, and we're both gonna bring home our two MPs, our caretaker MPs in the terms of Delano and of course regular MP Dwayne Smith. So that's my 2 cents. You know, let's keep on doing it. Let's keep on ringing the bell. Yeah, because on the day of election, on the night of the election, some people, as the famous song said, them catch heart attack. Some of them might catch heart attack, but it won't be us. And that's my one. Thank you.
A straight argument that.
Mm-hmm. Next.
Well, man, I think I wait for an invitation. I think someone know about you're dangerous. I jump on it. You're not dangerous. I jump on it. I waste no time. You understand me? I will continue. I will continue to say, you know, what I've seen over time in Jamaica under this Jamaica Labour Party government. You know, it's a mystery, because a man. Somebody mute, please. Somebody mute.
250 in our background.
Somebody mute.
One love.
One love, mute.
Yes, Kizzy.
Mute.
Mute the mic. Yeah, as I was saying, when I look at the development happening in the West, and I have been saying to the youth, what is happening now, the hotel that are building, they have to build somewhere for you to stay as a worker. So the people them who in the area and no one left because they claim say they're in comfort zone. Most time not going to in your area, man. You have to left out. The amount of jobs they are sending James right now, no can't full up it. No matter what amount of people come down, can't full it right now. Because none of hotel them down here now operate at their full capacity where worker is concerned. Not one of them. You understand me? And this government, we slated to have 4.5 tourists for this year coming in. When the Pinnacle finish, when the Hard Rock Cafe hotel finish, a crazy businessman. Jamaica is moving like the speed of light, you know. We can't talk about when we look at the debt to GDP and we look 2027, we look at it at 60. You can imagine we have $40, we have 32 cents, we have 40 cents to build our more roads and highway out of each dollar. You know that's a big deal. A big deal that, you know, the debt to GDP, you know, because there's no way nobody can tell me nothing. If the economy not good, nothing can happen in our country. Because everything else we are going to do will come from loan. We can't afford that. We have to stay stable. A prime minister give 9 years without no new taxes. You have to repay him. A prime minister who give public sector workers the highest wage increase. That man can't tell me, say, yo, I don't do no overtime. I go home to my family, I play ball. Big deal. You understand me? When you look at the health centers, who never used to have AC, everybody have AC. Police station, them pretty like a money with tax dollars working. And them say nothing now going to Jamaica. When you look at the, may I tell us the bypass, I come right past from me there. Every day I look on it and can't wait. See come. When you look on the road for St. Thomas, when you look on the urban center, when you look on the new tech park, where man have a state of the art BPO there that they couldn't show the inside because it is so some security reason. You know the amount of money people are gonna make out of that. Jamaica people, there's too much things to talk about. If you never pay taxes, when I think when I season now, Kizzy, you would know about it. You know, say when graduation come up, you have to look for code 15 and 10,000. But because the Prime Minister increased the money where you can buy it online to $100. When I look at graduation, they pay Shein and Amazon just me I see. Because you don't have to pay no duty on it. You can imagine that big man.
So nobody not ball. Shein Gateway.
What you mean? Amazon for graduation period.
People can shop online cheap, you know.
Oh, you mean?
Put up them
man. Yeah, I say, man, this government care about them people, and if we don't understand, now go back to it again. The rural school bus system is a beneficiary to everybody, to the common man. You can save some money now and add on one room where you didn't want to add on a long time. Instead of give the child to pay bus fare, you can hold it back and say, let me save you up and add on one room, put in some window and one door. Start one local shop, one local business in front of my yard. Because you know how rural Jamaica go. There's so many things happening in Jamaica. We have to just continue this progress. When you look around in Portland, around a Kizzy place, new urban center, bypass around there, ground broken for it. The water, everywhere you turn water pop up, which shouldn't have been from day one. So where was our tax dollars going before? Only don't understand. PMP don't go come to put money in their pocket and their friend pocket and they don't care about nobody else. That's why you have some of them who is die-hearted, because they are selfish. Them get a thing and them are hope to get another thing. But it not coming because Andrew Holness won't be removed. He's like a rock. So they can wish all they want, wish go work people. The works are there, the skills are there to be gained. Raise up off on the ass and go promote to yourself. A lot of time if you don't move from where you're there, you don't see the real benefit. Because nobody now get to see you. You have to remember that. If nobody now see you, you can't move forward. Jamaica people, wake up. The world I talk about Jamaica, you know. So I don't see why you can't talk about it because you know in here. The world is talking about Jamaica. The world, everybody speaking glowingly about Jamaica. You want to tell me say I blind and blind like we too? You have to open on the eyes, man. Open on the body eye. The people them over that side, open on the body eye. And leave them. because they only believe in our downfall. Give away the economy, and then we suffer, and then we don't go borrow.
You know,
Soldier.
Yeah. Yo.
I talking about the urban center and seeing the urban center in real life is a different thing. I went to St. Thomas Saturday to look and something my other half get out there. I mean, I tell you, the urban center. Me know what, you know, I know them when they say the urban center, it me think it underplayed. Bridget, me born and grew in a construction. Me one of the modern person in Jamaica, where I'm in 50s. Me I tell you, say the urban center is a sight to behold. It's on a 4-wall go on one roof. A something to talk about. A state of the art, first world quality. Me I look over there. So, brethren, me don't know what they must see or what them not see. But, brethren,
tell them one love, tell
the
them.
Population of Jamaica, me no want
to believe.
It reach, seeing is believing. So me are talking, me no want you feel say me I overdo it, you know. Because me shocking up, me have to pull over, stop. Come out of my vehicle and look, you know.
Hey, can you go over there? Can you actually go over there?
No, me never say access to it, because it was a Saturday, so it's a Saturday we go there. But me have to pull over in the bay, in front side to the main road, you can pull over their soft shoulder there. They have space if you hold a vehicle. And come out of my vehicle and go and look, brethren. As something for behold. And on a pian 4-wall with 2 roof, man.
If you understand, say, the use of the urban center, we don't know, so the opening and the handing over go on already. You see the people that get the shops over there, and just them now for going go do for them part, you know. Because when all buildings are built now, they build it and they leave the space, and then
the outer part is protected by the strata, so you only can do your thing on the inside. The outer look up remain the same.
Right. So this is why people are saying, oh, urban center open. They're missing about urban center open and the KFC not open and this and that. KFC have to go put in them equipment and do all of that.
I mean, just put a little humor in our way of talking, you know. We stop out of Yalas to get something that juicy beef eat. When we go. We leave out later when we look after the breakfast. So James Robertson wanna pass through and I play one of the Labour song them. So there was a girl passing and the girl said, what kind of song them there? You're my daughter to her mother. I must PMP that.
You must find that PNP that.
She said, me don't like me in a year no. She said, you know, I said, I must PMP that. Me do like me in a year. So by then reach for the out. She said, yep, your blood run through her vein.
Kizzy, what is now? Don't show your thing. You see where your talk say building go up and you have to put in stuff. Only a fool would not know that. And I can't understand how you run with such an everything. If you go build a place, if a bank will go on one place, you build the building, give them. Eh?
Remember say place for a fool, you know.
No, I'm telling you, Kizzy, when you look at it, Kizzy, if you build a building, so you build one what they call it? One plaza. There's nothing you're gonna put in that plaza. More on the outside, right? There's nothing unless you put in bathroom fixtures for the place them use.
Yeah, you put in bathroom fixtures, but the person who rent the place, shelf it and I can't.
But I run office space One Love. I run a clothing store and I have to put in everything for my
yeah, the shell them rent you. Well, even Burger King and KFC and Ritual Coffee House in a spring plaza. I just shell the people them rent. I got the job in the belly. I just shell them rent the empty shell.
You can't tell them how to operate and where they have to put in there. You just have them to put in one design. They are going to put in so KFC.
People will decorate them place according to them to them
event and all that. Yes. So these people who are running with this narrative, they are taking people for fool. And as Kizzy said, but yes, I know Kizzy, what they are going to fool there, man. Because they can't fool no labor right. I can't tell you that. They can't fool no labor right. A joke them, you know. I tell
you know, the urban center, they have a rich history, you know. By the way, I am from St. Thomas originally. I used to walk past that Goodyear tire factory back in the 70s. So listen to One Love, you know, man. They are strong, I get all emotional, you know, man.
Connecting, you need to drive, go out there and look at it. Don't look at the picture.
No, man, I'm going to go up there, man. I plan to go up there.
People who never rent nowhere, they don't know nothing.
And connecting, a 1 hour and 15 minutes, me go winter here castle.
No,
a 1 hour and 15 minutes to take me.
Them windows, well, and the guys, 1 love, 1 minute. Sorry, may I respond to Wizzy in the comments? The windows are everything put in, but you see the interior. Remember now, you know. Remember, say Jamaican no party shop, you know. And like one time when you could have beach up anything, and a cook shop, them are put up over there. So you see the interior, the people them we have put in them businesses, them have to go in, them have to carry in the interior person. If it comes sort out it properly, adjust the space.
Kizzy, let me break it down. Kizzy, let me break it down. Let me break it down for you. That is my line of work. Let me break it down for you. The shelf and the counter we're using in our tax office is not the same shelf and counter used in a KFC or Burger King. It's as simple as that. The receptionist counter, different. Remember, say Burger King, no one receptionist counter. They want counter right on where them sell and cashier and serve. In a tax office, you go have counter with glass shelf at top, glass at top right where you can talk to the people in the people in face directly. Different from KFC. The interior is totally different. KFC place have set up with special drainage. No, what I'm want to hear me out because I'm my line of work. I don't mean I override nobody. KFC have a tile in place and use epoxy grout to seal the grout so that no insect at all can dig out or go underneath the tile. No roach, nor ants, nor whatsoever. The tax office don't require the same work. So you don't do the belly, you don't do the inside a commercial building. You do the exterior, put on the doors, you put in the windows, you put in outlet for accommodate AC and fan and light. And the people put in those.
One love people need to understand too that you see industrial kitchens, them and we call them industrial. They say the way you mass produce food for people for consumption. They have different requirements. Them have flooring. The flooring is a different tile from where the customer walk on.
Thank you. And you have to put in special drainage for the place power washed. With the place power wash every night.
Every night.
And the water will soak away. And then them dry wipe.
You know you're a very intelligent girl. You're a smart girl. Trust me. And to know One Love.
Yeah, but apart from the KFC, I know this the Prime Minister said they're
gonna have the KFC and a rich rod. I make mention of it. Let me tell you why I make mention of it. So one love go out there and him go on him other business and him go look. Right? And me sure said there are others. And I remember the other day when KFC had their 50 year celebrations, persons were saying, hey, big urban center, big opening, and the KFC not even open because people were actually going to the urban centers cut KFC. So people that talk and say, oh, them the ribbon cutting out there and the place not open. But the place is open. It was handed over to those who get the business places, the spaces. So the keys were handed over to them, but they are now putting in their interior. So we are trying to explain now to make everybody understand the work now that goes into the specific shops opening. So the tenant them now, them have to go in, go do. I remember KFC is a franchise, right? KFC, for example, I may just use KFC because it's so popular. But KFC is a franchise. And when you buy out a franchise, there are specific stipulations we got to it. Even though you own that branch of KFC, you still have to follow the guidelines. We cover all KFC branches. So if them say you have to put the window that we here, the service counter that we here, have to use this, you have to follow those guidelines. That means to say it's uniform. You have to make the standard. Thank you very much, Rick. You know, guys understand what me I say. So for those who don't understand, the same thing go for every other business. And remember now, the urban center itself, right? They must have them rules and regulations too, where them imposing the contracts to every tenant out there. We have to follow those guidelines as well. So it's not like as simple as one to think like back in the day, one man just build up one plaza and anybody can run in and do as they want. And so. Everything we're out there is strategic and it is well planned according to the design and according to the specific requirements of a factories corporation alongside the government put in. It is there not for, remember say, is to bring government offices to under one location. So it will take some time until it is up and running and the individual businesses fully sort out what they need to sort out and get things up and running. So no nobody buy into no foolishness about urban center open and over the lock. No go so. Nobody fool the foolishness. No, I'm buying to don't stack. Understand what it takes. But I believe, and I am giving it by December for these individual shops to be up and running fully. And I am looking forward to the urban. And guys, when you know about the urban centers that are in progress, don't forget that the one in St. Mary, them have it down there too, a deal with. So when you mention Portland urban center, that is now in when them start, just remember say St. Mary one too. Don't forget St. Mary out of the conversation, because you know so the St. Mary people are well jealous. And they make a bad mind, them come out. So they no want wait, they want for them too. So we have to mention it that they can keep it in the front of their head and at the back of their mind. Say their urban center is being built just the same. So it is a process that takes some time. And we are maybe if you know the pound of best behavior St. Mary. Uno good have an opening the week after we have ours in a Portland. Just be pound the best behavior and do the right thing and keep the prosperity coming. And no bad mind. Make bad mind take no pound gun fish and chips a bar can at night time with PNP we on go and found a round robin. Stick with the prosperity government. Stick with the working team. Stick with the team that delivers. Right? Don't be fooled and misled by no good times, music and good food. Play the music, dance like Lego bees. So no bother with it. No bother with the chicken back business and the soup, big soup. Because when these people, PNP know if you run a campaign and they know if you trick or no. But don't look, but remember that 2020 or you Graham out with the Lamborghini and the whole Jamaica talk about the Lamborghini man. And by election done, the man who won a party in a baga, I want to do see him back till today. I want to see him back. That is how PNP got to work. Then come out flashy, and then no substance. Then fly up like bamboo fire, and then no substance. Stick to no MP, them when you in no flashy dashy. We did it, we don't know, and do the work. And that's all me have to say. Me run the live for half hour more. And then it's my bedtime. So who else have the floor?
All right.
Hey, if I can,
allow me.
If I can beg, just make a second. One quick. Remember things Jamaica. I'm driving, right? So if the signal is jumping, please forgive me. Y'all remember things Jamaica? That's one area I would really love to see Anjo really look back into. Us manufacturing these our stuff. Remember things Jamaica that was on Spanish Town Road where there's now the prisoner, because PJ was the one that shut down that place, right? You could use bamboo. They would make stuff out of bamboo. Would make in there, and all this. So instead of us going, because it's one thing I hate is when I'm in Jamaica and I have my friends or overseas people with me, and I bring them to a Caribbean center in Arbitrary, or I take them downtown to the craft market. And when you look at it, you look on the back, you see made in China, made in Vietnam, all these things. Even though it's Jamaican colors or Jamaican products, it is so bad. So that's what I think I would really love for the administration.
I agree with you, Rich.
In the third term, to
I
look
agree
into
with you.
stuff
I
like that.
believe I am in total agreement with you. I remember recently I saw the Prime Minister with some people who were showcasing their craft. I believe it was when they went to Old Harbour, even midday. So they definitely agree with you. I am also, when I travel anywhere and I see the Bob Marley and the Jamaican sort of, I don't like see the cheap knockoff things that other countries create and sell as Jamaican craft. You understand? So I am in total agreement with you that I would like to see more emphasis, especially because we place so much emphasis on tourism. And when people come to Jamaica, we don't know, sometimes you don't know what they bring back home. But I can tell you, I have traveled and I've seen in people's homes that they bring back the real mahogany and the original wood carvings from Jamaica. And it is something to see comparing to these made in China knockoff stuff that you see in other countries. So I agree with you. The craftspeople them need some real authentic things. Even you see, even a little short suit, them t-shirts, Mr. Jamaican stuff. When I speak to the craft, I have a video on my phone, say I have a whole heap of content. It's just becoming a like post, me not like post. I love too much posting on my personal movement. But I say to I ask the craft vendor, I say, where these things make? Because you see, I'm telling you, see, Jamaican apparel is something we always, right now, this weekend, more than mine, I did have 3 suit made in Jamaica clothes. Like, oh, we used to have Queer, the brand, and them something there. And I know we have Jamaican designers who make clothing. Me not about that. Me talk about the Jamaican t-shirt and the Jamaican cap and them. I believe other country benefit off of these things. And them make them. So it would be really good if we could really invest in that industry. Authentic Jamaican clothing, authentic Jamaican wear, because it is a brand. Jamaica is a brand. Put the flag on anything and it sell. Trust and believe that.
Yes, man. You know, it's a song that I would want to sing, except that I cannot sing. There's just too much to gain to lose. There's just too much to gain to lose. I have been around for some time. Fortunately, the urban center, I saw the ground being broken, I saw the road being built going to St. Thomas. You can't imagine how elated that I was to have witnessed that. You can't imagine how I feel. I soon gonna be my son and I and my granddaughter will be taking a trip to St. Thomas. And I hope I can get inside the urban center. But in the same way that one road is being fixed on the side and the other road and the Jamaica Labour said government is repairing too. has given an undertaking that an urban center will be built in every parish. 3, one has been built, one coming out of the ground, and the next one ground has been broken in St. Mary. Can you imagine?
Connecting. I don't know if you listened to the Prime Minister when he was in Portland the other day talking about the bypass, the Port Antonio bypass. Listen, you see when him start outline the plans that they have for Portland, for my parish, in which none of it not surprising to me. The only thing we never really know about, which me know Miss Vaz have it in mind, because I remember when she just won and she was cleaning up the place and she went to Folly Ruins and she removed a lot of debris and garbage. Well, years of debris and garbage. I know that she spoke about wanting to develop Folly Ruins, that it can really be a tourist destination. So when I hear the Prime Minister spoke about building a state-of-the-art sporting facility at Folly, I was really happy. Really happy to hear it. I'm proud of it. Because, we had Cardo Park for years and it needed development. And I remember, I don't know if I'm the parish council or what, but I know during the PNP for years, them said them are going to build wall there. Till the wall build up. I don't know who to even give the credit for building the wall. Right? But Miss Vaz come and she sit with that the wall sort out properly and she put in the lights and she put in the seating and we now have a proper space where we can have night football, and I see how the community, I see how the parish benefit from it. Any single thing where they keep over there, the whole place light up and the people come out and it is well supported. And I say to myself, you see, people always talking about entertainment spaces, but people tend to think entertainment come only in the farmer big dance. But not only big dance, these sporting facilities, these spaces that are being upgraded to have these kind of community bonding events in the name of football and netball or any farmer sport is a good look for our community. So when I hear the Prime Minister spoke about building up the state-of-the-art facility and us having a kind of boardwalk along the east and west harbor, joining them together, it was music to my ears, because Portland and Port Antonio specifically being such a beautiful place, and we have a twin harbor. We have a twin harbor that should be marketed to the world. So when I hear him say Portland is going to become the St. Barts of the Caribbean, trust and believe, every hair upon my body stand up and every goosebump full me, and me just pray all the time and say, me I beg God to give me the health and the strength so me can live to see these dreams realized. Because I have traveled to many places when I have the beauty, not even 10% of the beauty what we have in a Jamaica, and especially we Portlander have. And it did a lay to waste. You have some people will come out and fight against progress. They want to have some little thatch roof and some little shack because they want to live free and live and just talk about them do this and that. I don't know, so it work. So I was really happy to hear the plans that the Prime Minister outlined that they have for Portland, and I am certain, just like when say every parish supposed to have them one a park, them beach facilities, them sporting facilities, we are heading in the right direction. And parish for parish development is very, very important. So everybody will pack up and the overcrowding of Kingston and St. Andrew, where people can't get no place to live, and I fear pay them exuberant rent, right? Just because them a try to earn or there's a job opportunities there. All of that will eventually decrease and people can return back to the quality living standards in the rural parts of Jamaica, because the development is not just in Kingston and St. Andrew. It is all across the country. Now the people can leave school and get a job in the community where them come from. So if you leave your community or leave your parish, it's not because there is no opportunities there, because of choice and options, but not because of desperation. And that is where Jamaica is going. That is the all of the nice where they road and make baby blah 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 and time coma marky G a bullshit. Where we Prime Minister say our government, our Jamaica Labour Party administration, at that we feel listen to, and we feel put with mindset and see the vision. I know, as the Prime Minister would have said, I don't know, empty promise. Because one thing, every single thing will make sense, where Andrew Holness, Dr. Holness, our Prime Minister, our party leader, put him out and say, all right, we live to see my ticket off one by one by one. Jamaica, no make no empty promise. Nowadays, we not trusting no man. Because man is a disappointment and a failure. But one thing me know as Prime Minister, me no see Andrew Holness make no empty promise. Every commitment made, every single commitment, including Jamaicans will be sleeping with them windows and doors open. Me see it come to pass. Right? And me see where them do with Arm Beach Park down a Montego Bay. Me know when it's the dump up beach. Me got a party over there. Right? So if you see that now, and if you see everything else where happen across the country, the bridge over Castleton, the people around Castleton there, when the Prime Minister they roll up in pants foot with Dr. Dunn and cross, people they say election and another election campaign and me come to see the people and get them bridge. Right? Me come to see St. Thomas get road, me come to see St. Thomas get urban center, me come to see the entire East Portland from Hector's River come all the way down to Port Antonio. We have good road now. Yes, all right, not completed, but 90% complete. Decent, nice, clean road under this government. Me now look back. Development after development after development, accomplishment after accomplishment after accomplishment. We no need no more. We no need for if and but none of it. We no need for if and but and I wonder if it can be done. This government sure we say it can be done. Andrew Holness sure we say it can be done. Darrell Vaz sure me say it can be done. Anne-Marie Vaz sure me say it can be done. Colonel Charles Jr. sure me say it can be done. Michelle Charles out of St. Thomas sure me say it can be done. James Robertson sure me say it can be done. Juliet Holness, one boss lady, sure me say it can be done. Juliet Cuthbert Flynn sure me say it can be done. Dr. Dunn sure me say it can be done. Christopherson as health minister sure me say it can be done. Jamaica can have good healthcare system and can have good healthcare facilities. It can be done. No empty promises, no bag of talking, action. Dr. Chang sure me say it can be done with security.
Don't leave out Nigel.
Nigel Clark. Nigel Clark at the boss, but you don't know Auntie Favor up on the ground, you know. So Nigel doing thing, and you know say that's what great history. Nigel Clark name Jamaica will remember him well and the world, cause right now him out there in the world a wave a flag and I do the do. But really and truly, somebody come tell me one morning about Favor Williams seat in a trouble. And as tell me say Patricia Duncan Sutherland finally get one seat where she can win. And me have to wonder what people really attack say. Right? Then them also to me say, Favor sit in a couple ministries well, but the ministries where she sitting and they're not beneficial to our constituency. You know, I'm telling you, these are people when me respect, you know, when me I say have sense and know what going on. But sometimes you just listen to the point of view where people are share. Just for hear where their mind space there. Who could I in their right mind vote out Favor Williams for Patricia Duncan? Who? Which sensible person could have made that mistake? After Favor transformed that the constituency, the place where it violent, and where you only when you hear that the constituency name that the news are always crime and violence, nothing positive. And no, we're not even hear nothing up there. Quiet. I don't know what about Patricia Duncan I got take. You don't think so take seat go?
You know, Kizzy, lying here and listen to your flow. You are just exceptional and amazing. And I just personally want to say to you, my parishioner, keep up the good work, girl. I think you miss out on being a journalist. But you are just exceptional.
Thank you.
You are exceptional. And not because you're a labor right, I am telling you this. You are just exceptional.
Luchi, listen, we are not fooling and we're not in a denial. We know, Mr. Winston, we are not fooling and we're not in a denial. We know say not perfect. Big up yourself, Azad. We know say not perfect, and we know say we representatives, they are human beings, just like me and you. Blood flow through them and they're not perfect. But trust and believe. Yeah, we have had amazing representatives in the past. Giant of a serve of people where give up service to the public. But may I tell you, say this group of Jamaica Labour Party representatives, the 49 of them, and me can't say 49 because me have to tell you the truth. I don't know, me not grow in the corner. Me don't know what is the circumstances with Felipe Enriquez. I don't know what happened. But out of the 49 were voting 2020, him alone disappoint me. Felipe Enriquez. And Mr. Disappointment mean in terms of his representation when
delivered to the people.
When delivered to the people, it was lackluster. A matter of fact, in my opinion, it was non-existent. There was no representation, right? Me now put my mouth on and talk. Him alone disappoint me. But you see, when I talk about no other body else, Danny Lawrence, George Wright, Moreland Wilson, first time MPs, we go through it, we meet it in a PNP bastion, then take over some.
You left out the champion for the first time stage, you know.
Well,
Matthew Samu that pick up on a program.
Me not done one love. Me not done.
Okay, sorry.
I start for the 2020 people them. Because the argument out the road where attack one love is that PNP are going to take back. And me hear Donovan Williams talk about it on the West Kingston last night. Said it because me never know say other people hear it. But yeah, me hear them with it. I come talk about PNP I got take back seat where then getting at where JLP taking at 2020. Are they mad? Them wanna shit for food hour. Them a fool. Take back with seat. Not to over Hamilton seat. Not to over hard working to over Hamilton seat. Not Rhoda Mike Crawford, hard working Rhoda Mike Crawford seat. Which part? Take back where?
Not a Delroy slowly.
Not a Delroy slowly. Not a Donovan Williams.
Not a George Wright.
Definitely not a George Wright. And then know that too. All of them know that. Right? Danny Williams not loud. Danny Williams not out there and make no ray. But that man is a quiet man from in community.
Yeah, man. Danny Williams is a silent killer.
Huh?
Yeah, man, Darling Williams is silent and deadly.
You know, no rare and no baga, but take back which seat, which data nasty workless Campbell can take back which seat. Where?
And the great Xavier Main.
Definitely not Xavier Main, but I know 2020 Xavier win. Xavier no win from 2016. Xavier go for in third term. One love. What Xavier go for in third term. Third term. Who else go for in third term? Flight Green?
I think Marlon second. Marlon go for him second term.
Marlon go for your third term.
Yeah.
Juliet Cuthbert Phil go for your third term.
The Prime Minister wife.
Miss Holness go for your third term. Look here, when we are talking about the third term, you know, I know Andrew Holness alone I go fin
Terry Lang go fin third term.
Terry Lang go fin third term. Me did call him name.
Come, Malia, come inside. Come.
Fabian,
come, time up. Jalen, come. Come here, the skin.
Fabian, you in my box.
Fabian, you're alive.
Fabian up top, New Jamaica.
Yeah,
thank you.
Couple of people them go for them third term. Guys, wanna tell me wanna MP them we go for them third term. Cause me can't remember everything out of my head. I know just Holness I go for the third term. Eli going for the third term.
And if you put in action hand by election, she go for your third term too.
No. Action I go for your second term. We not mislead the people.
No, me say if you put in our by election.
Well, we can't really count that because by election no count the same. One term should do. One term should do. Alright, this should be our second term. So you gotta call it should do a term and a quarter.
What about Montague? Bobby Montague? His third term is going for as well?
No. I want to say to you.
I would have return term, you know. A return term, you know. Remember saying take it. Remember say 2016 take it from 2016 take it from the murderer.
Silvera.
Yeah, kind of lost 2011.
Yeah, so I want to say alright, if you know what I say, Bobby I go for a third straight term, a straight consecutive term, yes.
Yeah. I just want to say that Mrs. Vaz, I affectionately call her Queen Anne. You know, I tell you, every day this lady silent all the doubters. Silent all the doubters. Sometimes I wonder if this lady have her own budget spending from. The amount of work that this lady have get done is beyond comprehension. Believe
well,
you
me.
Not
tell a lie. My MP, look at Winston, all of the long seed man them from me know myself and Sam Lawrence come all the way up. Miss Vaz wrap them up and put them down. Wrap up all of them and put them down. They did nothing for East Portland. Nothing.
You know, Kizzy, what Mrs. Vaz has accomplished from 2020 till now is more than what Sam Lawrence, Rad,
Father and Son Rad.
Father and
Sam
Son
Lawrence,
Rad.
Father and Son Rad, and Bloomfield. None of them, not even a quarter, they don't do.
She have accomplished more than all of them put together.
Look here, if we want to be very honest too, during Miss Vaz's campaign in 2019 by-election, Miss Vaz do nothing than way some of them do for the entire term. Sit down there.
Just for the campaign alone.
Just during the campaign alone, one love. I mean, not exaggerate.
Yeah, man. Right now, she rub her husband hard.
She repair a bridge in a record time we abandoned for about 30 years.
Miss Vaz go on with herself, man. Miss Vaz go on with that. Me tell you something, you know. I don't know if you don't know, you know. One time, you know, Port Antonio's overrun with rat. As that's how nasty we clean Parish. Parish is so clean.
It made the news.
Me say with the place it overrun with the rat infestation because a poor garbage collection and disposal.
Yeah, man. Poor sanitation.
Poor sanitation. The entire place was a disgrace. Listen, When Miss Vaz get them the big truck, they start clean. May I tell you no muck, garbage.
Yeah, man. Yes, brother. She take out
Look
8
here,
truckload
that shit.
and debris out of
Dark
one
shit.
local gully.
Whoever send you over here, they not tell you say no, yes, I wrong place for come. Dark shit. Come on for me platform and go eat shit somewhere about disgrace to Jamaica. Go ahead.
The disgrace to Jamaica. The same urban center way out of St. Thomas. I want to remember clearly because we have to go back in the little district, you know. At the same money, the 232 million US dollars serve for net serve, you know. And this net serve should have been the youthful exuberant statement. A good year, who it should have go?
Yeah.
You memory serve on the right.
Yes. I spoke about that the other day.
Also, One Love and Winston and panel. Remember, say the germs them did say no.
I not quite remember the other one because I can't remember PMP premise. My memory not good. I like to see the things, then I can't talk about it.
I remember them vividly, you know. So that's why you see me is a man, you know. Me is a saver of all of what them say, you know. You see them words with them say, me rig it them in my head, you know. So them can't come out, you know. So yes, when them come, I me hear them with them nonsense, it piss me off. So that's why
me never want to cut off Kizzy earlier, you know. But me the want to put in to make sure say Andrew Holness I deliver all promise from the PMP too. Because the urban center was promised to be active about 30 years now. And it couldn't active.
Don't know, man. Remember said.
So Andrew deliver.
Holness say the baby father for ideas, you know. So all of the ideas, them in no business who want to have the idea. He might put the idea, when it's a good idea, he put it to use.
So all PMP promise will make sense. PMP promise will make sense. He might deliver.
Oh, yeah, mean. They're not Jamaica might do it for you. I think when
good baby father.
When he said choose Jamaica in the wrong.
Good baby father. Andrew Holness is better than Joseph. Good baby father.
Remember, Joshua promised me divan. And darker shade promised me queen size bed, but they no buy none give me. a plank, give me a box, what they call it now? The
box bed?
Box bed, yeah.
That's politics.
Divan days done with. Nobody now have sleep on divan again.
No man, divan still I make.
Yeah, sleep on a divan.
Divan I make with dry night now. So it more it upgrade from the regular.
Upgrade.
Yeah man, divan I make with dry now man. Today I make a queen size driver no dey make a queen size divan no dey for 80 grand. With two draw.
Well,
yeah, man.
Well, Joshua never buy me no divan.
Tapered leg, not turn leg, tapered leg.
Yeah.
With plush bedded.
Somebody saying that if you're taking the news, Kizzy.
When I'm taking the news, I told you guys that I would end in 30 minutes. So that's why I did that do my last chat. I see them again 2 minutes or I'm 30 minutes. Let me see what let me listen to the news. Let me bring you up.
Is you nice, you know, and your talk with sense and intelligence. So we can't get enough of you.
Yeah, man, Kizzy brilliant.
I hope your husband are here and jealous. But we can't get enough of you.
Let me bring up the news before me own in a politics. Yeah, bring the news phone.
And on the nationwide
show me nice and I want love.
App Store. This Monday afternoon, it's the last Monday in June 2025.
I'm bringing news phone just because I love you, you know.
If it's news, it's got to be Nationwide 90 FM.
We're going to go on top of the screen.
A search operation is still underway for 3 fishermen who have been missing at sea since Friday, June 27.
Oh, Lord.
According to reports, the 3 men left the Marine Police Division station at the Kingston waterfront around 4:30 a.m. to go fishing. Their boat, which is usually docked near the station, has not returned. Robian Williams reports.
The missing fishermen have been identified as 71-year-old Leston Duncan Sr., also known as Fat Jaw, his 29-year-old son Leston Duncan Jr., known as Tat, and their 24-year-old cousin Kemarley Nelson, who goes by the name Quick. Duncan Sr.'s daughter Simone Duffer says the family grew concerned when the men failed to return at their usual time.
Upon realizing in the evening that the boat was being seen at the usual parking area, when the boat was seen, my stepmother was contacted asking if he was there. So based on that, we become suspicious because my dad would normally come in by between anytime 1:30 to 4 o'clock, and because of not seeing him, we alert the Marine Police and a search was conducted. It's still being conducted. So we're just here hoping, praying that we get some news, something to say if they're either drift to somewhere else from their normal place that they normally fishing. But we just want them home.
She described her father as a seasoned fisherman with decades of experience. She says this was the first time her cousin Kemarley had gone out to sea to fish.
He's always talking that he wants to go to fishing, and he took the opportunity for the first time and went along with my father, my brother, who is a regular fisherman. My father's been doing fishing from age 9, so over the period of years, now he's 71, so you can check the years. Most people know him across this section, some know him back in Old Harbour.
Duffer says her father would typically fish in the Helsha and Rift Creek areas. She remains hopeful for the safe return of her father and her other relatives.
I just can't come to the grips that not knowing that my father is not home. His wife is at home right now, trying to cope. We have to be strong for her. Hopefully, I don't know when, we can get a closure. We can hear something, a positive news. We're not looking for nothing negative, but positivity. We're praying that Father God Jehovah will show us something, help to let somebody see them wherever they are and bring them home back to us.
In the meantime, the Marine Police have confirmed that multiple search operations have already been carried out in targeted areas, with more searches being planned. The Jamaica Defense Force JDF Coast Guard and the JDF Air Wing have also joined the ongoing efforts to locate the missing men. Robian Williams for Nationwide News.
Foreign Affairs Minister Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith has hit back at critics who say the Holness administration is threatening the country's democratic traditions. She was responding to recent criticisms from sections of civil society and the opposition PNP, raising the specter of tyranny and authoritarianism. But speaking in West Kingston on Sunday, Senator Johnson-Smith says only the PNP have ever taken actions that can be considered a threat to Jamaica's democracy. Shalois Michael has more in this report.
The usually diplomatic Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith did not hold her punches as she criticized the PNP's escalating rhetoric, alleging that the government has been steering the country towards autocracy. The Foreign Affairs Minister asked the Jamaicans to recall the 1976 state of emergency, in which political rivals of the then PNP government were imprisoned in the run-up to a general election.
They should not be able to open their mouth to talk about democracy. And why is that? Why is that? I see some people laughing because they know the answer. There is one government, one political party in this country that has ever locked up members of the opposition for their political beliefs. And who is that? That is the PNP.
Johnson-Smith, who is also leader of government business in the Senate, criticized the PNP's attempts to politicize the civil service in the 1970s through the so-called Pickersgill Committee. The committee required members of the independent civil service to declare their political allegiance to the PNP's democratic socialist ideals before they could be considered for government jobs. Johnson-Smith says only the PNP has ever attempted such a scheme.
One political party that had a whole committee that was established to make sure that people who work in the public sector carry their membership card. Who is that? That is the PNP. There is only one political party who say that they must run with it to win the election and then they will correct it after. Who is that party? That is the PNP.
The foreign minister also reminded her audience of the PNP's attempts to stack civic bodies and organizations. She says the JLP has never endorsed such a policy when in government.
And it's one political party that made it their policy to try to fill up the civic organizations and the community organizations with their people so that they can carry their political line and they can get more state benefits. You remember when they show the Asamba, when they catch Asamba on the video saying that we have it on tape. Exactly. This is not anybody making things up. This is the reality.
Shalois Michael for Nationwide News. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton is rejecting calls from the opposition PNP to resign over the recent deaths of 24 premature babies at Victoria Trinity Hospital. News of the baby's death that came last week. Dr. Tufton says the governing GLP will not mirror the mistakes of the opposition during their time in power in 2015.
The PNP has a theory about call for resignation and start comparing what happened in 2015 with what has transpired here in 2025. Their comparison with 2015 when they were there is a wrong comparison. None of us has ever made a statement about babies not being babies in the real sense. In fact, we have learned from their mistakes, from the errors of their ways, and they seem to be still haunted by the nightmares of 2015. We're not going to want to grow. We empathize and we must give support to those who are going through the trauma of the experience of premature risks and premature deaths.
The 24 babies all died at the hospital in June. Following the reports, the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SARA, clarified that most and were already at risk of serious illness. Sarah explained that the babies had low birth rate and were born too early, making them more vulnerable. And Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa McKenzie has also noted that there's no infection outbreak at the hospital. But the opposition has rejected the findings by Sarah. Opposition leader Mark Golding and his spokesman on health, Dr. Alfred Dawes, have voiced their concerns on what they consider systemic failures in the hospital's neonatal care. But Dr. Tufton says the country's neonatal system has seen significant improvement since the government took office in 2016.
The system that we have been working to build back, having succeeded them in 2016, is aimed at addressing these risks. And we have systems when these risks occur, intervene to authorize and hopefully try to eliminate. This government has spent nearly $4 billion on primary health care renewal, building out health centers since 2016.
Dr. Christopher Tufton, Health and Wellness Minister, he was speaking to party supporters. Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Catherine, Everald Warmington, has withdrawn and apologized for using expletives on a political platform in Westmoreland on Sunday. Warmington used inappropriate and offensive remarks as he urged JLP supporters in Westmoreland Central on Sunday to vote, even if they're dissatisfied with their MP. Here is Stewart reports.
The firebrand veteran MP was at the podium in Laborites to vote for Andrew Holness, even if they dislike their Member of Parliament, George Wright.
You may not like him, Member of Parliament. You don't want him. Maybe an apple. Well, maybe him better than PNP apple. Yes. So walk with him. If you think you're vote with George Wright, when the behind the screen, close your eyes. We're not using language just now. We're using F, your eyes. And say, you vote for Holness.
One.
Vote for your party. Put the X beside the bell.
Right, this off. Right, that's all.
Everald Warmington's offensive comments quickly drew the ire of PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell. He called on JLP leader Dr. Andrew Holness to sanction Warmington for using expletives on stage. Dr. Campbell went a step further, calling for Warmington to face criminal sanctions.
Whatever.
Prime Minister of the country. And he continues to go on the platform and say he's asking for decency. And his party is campaigning on decency. I want to know what sort of disciplinary action will the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who said he's asking for decency, what disciplinary action will he take against Everald Warmington? I am calling on the JCF to charge Everald Warmington for his behavior on the platform.
In a statement on Monday, accompanied by an 11-second audio clip, Warmington apologized.
I recognize that my comments on the platform yesterday were inappropriate, and I regret offending anyone with the comments I made. So I do withdraw them and apologize.
Mahiri Stewart for Nationwide News.
You're listening to Nationwide News. With more news after these.
Annual eye examinations not only assess your vision, but may be life-saving. Eye tests may detect serious health issues beyond your vision, including diabetes, cancers. Call IQ Optical to schedule your comprehensive
Put the F beside the F in Bell. That's it. Big thinking, Dayton, Asmadi. Dayton, move.
That's why the man really blood clot people are police them. All the pusone. You know, when the fancy we are Jamaican attack all the bomb clot thing about these things too. Bomb clot child molestation. I'm not going to say Jamaican a little that those things. When I'm pusone show the bomb clot speech attacking a man. Oh, sick was too much man.
While the service is with you, premium experience. It's all just a tap away. Download number on time.
No, but sanction. The sanction in dirty mama.
Mama man, Sitting Campbell. Believe say anybody in Jamaica take him serious. Sitting Campbell, everybody in Jamaica knows say a mama man and mama lashy man.
News is back.
Rehabilitative care. This after a mentally ill man who spent nearly 50 years in prison without trial is to be awarded $120 million in compensation from the government. Administrator and project coordinator at Stand Up for Jamaica, Catriona Clark, said rehabilitation programs would better allow them to get the assistance they need.
Having mentally ill persons in the correctional system isn't going to, quote unquote, cure their illness. All it does is to add to the overcrowding. We believe that there are steps that can be taken in terms of creating diversion programs for mentally ill persons. We're not at all saying that if they commit a crime, they are to get off scot-free. However, it can be seen that you have mental incapacitation. There is grace that should be extended.
The mentally ill man, George Williams, was taken into custody in December 1970 for a charge of murder. He was kept in custody at the court's pleasure because he was deemed unfit to plead. Ms. Clark says Williams's case is one of more than 100 mentally ill people in prison who've never been tried. It's understood the Bellevue Hospital in Kingston was originally used to house the mentally challenged awaiting trial, but the practice was scrapped in the 1970s. Ms. Clark says to date, there have not been any legislative changes to better treat those detained but unfit to plead.
There have been additional staffing provided by the correctional services within the prison. More psychologists, more psychiatrists have been hired. However, that's basically the gist of what has changed. There haven't been, in our opinion, any systemic changes by the government. There hasn't been anything that have been put in writing or that we have seen actions being taken.
Catrion Clark, administrator and project coordinator at Stand Up for Jamaica. He was a guest on the Jamaicans for Justice JFJ produced show Let's Talk Justice, aired on Nationwide 90 FM on Mondays.
World in a Minute is brought to you by ABC Electrical Sales. We make things as easy as ABC.
And Charles O'Connor Consulting Network, COCN, driven by international accounting standards, modern technology, and integrity.
The World in a Minute. A federal appeals court heard evidence on Monday the Trump administration can use a wartime law to deport Venezuelans. The Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals is migrants being held at a chronic detention facility in Anson, Texas, can be deported under the 18th Century Alien Enemies Act. An American Civil Liberties Union ACLU lawyer has argued for the detainees. He says the 1798 law was meant to be used during wartime. He told the court that the law cannot be applied now, as the U.S. government itself has said it isn't in a military conflict with Venezuela. The Trump administration has said the detainees are members of a Tren de Aragua, a violent Venezuelan gang, but the ACLU has disputed that claim. It says many of its clients have legitimate asylum claims.
A record number of heat alerts are in place across France as the country and other parts of southern and eastern Europe remain in the grip of soaring temperatures. 16 French regions, including Paris, have been placed on red alert for tomorrow, Tuesday, the country's highest. 68 others are on orange alert. On Monday, 84 of 96 mainland regions were under an orange alert, which France's climate minister called an unprecedented situation. Heat warnings are also in place for parts of Spain, Portugal, Italy, Germany, the UK, and Balkan countries, including Croatia. Both Spain and Portugal had their hottest June days on record at the weekend. Many countries have emergency medical services on standby and have warned people to stay inside as much as possible.
World in a Minute was brought to you by ABC Electrical Sales. We make things as easy as ABC.
And Charles O'Connor Consulting Network, COCN, driven by international accounting standards, modern technology, and integrity.
Recapping the top stories making nationwide news at this hour, family of 3 fishermen missing at sea since Friday, hopeful that they'll be found alive.
Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith hits back at critics who say the Holness administration is threatening the country's democracy.
Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton rejecting calls from the PNP to resign over recent deaths of 24 premature babies at Victoria Jubilee Hospital.
The JLP's Everald Warmington apologizes for using expletives on a political platform.
I recognize that my comments on the platform yesterday were inappropriate.
I'm Robianne Williams.
And I'm Mahiri Stewart.
You can find the news on our website at nationwideradiojm.com and on the Nationwide app available on Google Play and the App Store.
All right,
news
guys.
Next.
I'm going to get the news, you know. I'm going to respond. Want me to do the right thing by the apology. So then can shut up now. And that's it. But we'll put the X right beside the bell and that's it. Rusty, what going with you?
Rusty? Off my road, you know, because me notice somebody follow me up. I report my live every minute. Every summit on my phone, somebody report me.
And then they over them platform at where they in the hospital.
And we are say?
Yes.
I will head backside, I say.
Then the on them platform, I say they in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. No, not yet. Not right now.
Upset, you know, I said the Lawrence Road live lick then chip.
Yeah. Oh,
live.
I did not broadcast it today, you know, Kizzy. And
yeah, then me no come down see it. So like me I tell you say it lick then chip, then I want allow you to do it.
I will reach about maybe 1/3 or maybe half.
I love you can left me. Okay, my love. Look at them man, I hit lick them chip rusty there. It bun them.
But, a virgin when you $2 TV extra tell me say. One word tonight about revenge. Something about revenge.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. Some of the language the YouTuber flaggy, yeah, man. Me know, but it might edit you up and put you up back.
But I appreciate that.
My edit you up and put you back. You need over here, $2 need over here earlier. But I jump off
and never missed that, but me did have to go to the road car. You know what say? You send me that to go buy 1 pound of saltfish and some flowers because we have some ackee on my niece bring from Maple. They don't know say she. You know, the picnic was send them somewhere and go a different place. So put on the bag and girl thief the saltfish. And girl thief the saltfish to rat.
Yeah, God. But you know see why me always black he come with them? Because them are report your life.
Them alright, man. Them can always report my life, you see? Them not have nothing to do, you know. The
Rusty.
Yeah.
The Orange Rangers, the type of crowd we have when I keep meeting Sunday Christiana.
Yeah, look here. I pay a big Jill, as somebody say back on them everyone ain't going, you know.
I that
But hold on, next Christmas, me not see them, so them a keep one meat. So hold on, so them a keep one meat for the whole Manchester.
Right in a Christian, I told them I keep it.
Hold on, no. Sunday, me dey out the road there work. Out night town there work. Then I want supermarket and make some bag room and shelf and sit.
Yeah, true the lane.
So me out there from like say about 10 o'clock. Till way down in the evening about after 7. After 6 almost 7 o'clock. Me left from out there. And me never see one labor writer come from Frankfield side now, no way down so. That me always look and I say, oh, me not see no labor writer come from Alston side, me not see none come from Frankfield side. We got Christiana. So, in my mind, me I said that the crowd that we see in a Christiana on the videos and the snippets and watch, and the live what me did I watch. That's a massive blouse and skirt crowd. And
Rusty.
Mostly Manchester crowd.
One mighty bus come from the cricket division. One coaster.
That was overwhelming.
I tell you, Rusty.
I did one forward over there, you know. I did one forward over there, but here what happened, brother.
You tired?
Don't walk yesterday, me tired. When me say me tired, brother. Me tired. You know when you put in 2.5 days and pack it in 1 day. Because the amount of work I do yesterday, you know. I come like a 2.5 day out of work.
You understand the work?
They're not fair transport people from point A to point B because
everybody's very enthused in the Labour Party right now.
Rusty,
like Labour Party.
This lady don't import nobody because Adderall Vaz one coming on helicopter. Flight Green one coming on Prado him and in driver.
Thank you. Level up.
Charles one coming on one little man and in driver one little lady. Rhoda Crawford coming about 600.
Yes, Chudilin. I don't say no little daughter one big woman who know to. I never call her name or nothing. Thief the little pick the saltfish to rat.
Well,
they get you back, Rusty.
There must one comrade TV saltfish.
I comrade CBS.
Lord God.
Rusty, I get you back.
No, me just go buy back 1 pound of saltfish. You know when you look at now. You know when you have one $5 all right, me sell literally give away 2 stools yesterday morning. A 17 grand for a stool and I carry them out so give one of my brother now. So watch out. They want the money for deal with it, you know. I mean I left here and nothing, never buy Saturday night because I want money with it for run. Never run. So I don't want to left here and human mouth long and pick them see something. So I just gonna give away the 2 stools for 20 grand. The brother give me 19 grand to blood clot and mash up my plan. Anyway, fuck that. Then me go to the road and make the little girl come out there and buy a portion of groceries and give them 1 piece of money for themselves. Right? Give the woman a money, give the little girl a money, and give the next little girl a money too. That's how I stay, you know, me have money, me just share up and make sure everybody good. All if me broke me alright for me give them what they forget. Then I know what I say. Me left and come up at the yard with intentions. Me I'll come and meet them. But so me come and sit down right so. A piece of tiredness hold me in a brother and I get up and I go bed. I'm going to go out there so now my brethren sound up play. So I don't want to look bad to know so boy, my brethren really come from so far. Come and play. I'm going to walk and take a little look. I'm walk go out there and full suit of black over and my green hat. Then I know so my brethren will keep the party with invite the party. About 1 hour after I reach the party, him come to me and say, boy, you green up some man. I would spy your hat. And so to me, I want to hat remark road. Most people mistake it for road. The one next one come and tell me about road of this and road of that. And I say, no, road of this and road. And he see it. And he say, yeah, man. But him tell me, say, road of go on funeral down there. And I hear him one walk in and nobody nothing that look at him and so sit. So I just listen to him because in my mind, I say, all right, and that me just say to if I did my team. Fuck criminal chat too, probably. See? Anyway, that guy, him now come to me now. So I'm green up, so. So I said, let me ask you something. A party I keep a political event. And I say, you think you could have invite you to my party if you even come there in your full suit of orange with manly in your backside and participate on your cocky and push up on your toe wing them and everybody in your party on your clothes and every orange color in your clothes. You think that's not trouble, my brother? More me know say you know a long time say you PNP and you know a long time say me a Labour right though. But why the green not appropriate? So I say, oh, that's how I do it now. The man say me green not appropriate.
Yeah, motard.
Blood clot.
You're not left guy your yard.
I mean, same time.
Mood spend another dollar there.
Well, after I say so to me, I sit down for one stool me there, I sit down, because he's a man now. Most time when people say that to me, I explode, you know.
You make it marinate.
If I did all one time, I say probably for somebody else. When I get dark and tell him about all his mother or something, would I probably I'll fight too. Yeah, because the way how I feel about it. See? But I sit down there for about 30 minutes after that. And I sit down and I say to myself, but look how I could have gone and I start meat and I have something from top and get it.
Better you go and meet, you see? I tell people,
and it boil up in me and it boil up in me and I call him and I say, come here. I say, you know something I feel comfortable. You fuck up my evening. We could have passed here and gone about my business and my blood clot Labour right meeting. You know. I stop at your party because you invite me to your party. And you insult me and tell me about me green. And I said, well, I feel a way about that, something wrong with me. So what you mean? So something wrong with blood clot, you feel look on that and I pick out that. When you're in your orange clothes, something wrong with you? Somebody just say, watch out. Have a great night. So me just cut. Yeah, me just cut. Yeah,
I know it's a camera man on TV selfish. You see what I'm saying?
I tell you to blood clot. But who does that? Who see a little 12-year-old girl that go over with her bag where her parents buy and thief the blood clot fish out of the bag?
But Rusty, you know, say if I one time, if your father said I go buy saltfish and you come over with the oatmeal, I go tell Papa say, you get some blood.
Two times that happened to me already, I couldn't
go. You don't get some blood.
Hey, one time in Upper Road, they send me out on Sunday, you know, if I go buy chicken and rice and sitting in that. In the same time, in a 79, that, you know. Yeah, I stop me and one boy named Patrick play mad, you know, I hang up the bag, you know, and my sister come take up the bag and gone home with it, you know. I left me a play, but when I'm ready to go home to blood clot in about 2 hours later, you know. Not a bag, you know. I'm tell her to see it there. Me and nobody never hold no blood clot argument. Until this day, me and nobody no hold no argument.
So Rusty, you get that night there?
I mean, me didn't come up on the day wait for me and somebody teeth all piece of blood clot chicken. Somebody, they just see the spot, they just take up the chicken and near me and miss the spot. The chicken pressing and rice and take cold, left the impression.
Well, serve too long, serve too master.
Yeah, man, I saw food going on house with big yard. And remember saying, man, them time they are 16 and we are 12 and we in a blood clot yard, you know. And we not cook all one pot of rice, you know. Sometimes
Rusty, the amount of clot where you cost Dayton Campbell go ask Andrew Holness for sanction, you know. You get sanction, you know, Dayton Campbell ask for sanction, you know. And they call police now if you can lock you up, you know, because bad word is against the law.
Dayton want that. You see, you know what Dayton want? Dayton want one of them friend them fuck him.
I'm gonna look with J. Brian.
Dayton want J. Brian to fuck him.
Look at him, man. They are going to edit live, guys. That with that last word.
Him not say, Lawrence Rowe if pull up his skirt.
J. Brian,
like he want to look on a Lawrence Rowe skirt.
Who's it, Blank?
Eh?
Who's it?
J. Brian.
No, J. Brian.
You see, the fuck them a date and a fuck and give the people them pick me want somebody fuck him back now took the time to.
One man texted I comment and say PMP have a problem with 14.
A 14 seat they have.
14 is my favorite number. But Andrew must sanction Wami and police must charge everyone. Who's thinking data? Now which police he want to tell for charge?
Police charge him for little girl too.
Why you not get charged? All the kids dealing by all of the little pit and fries where eat out.
And all of them will run go up on Melissa Sylvia.
All of them go up on Melissa Sylvia, go to renovations. All want to eat food and decorator.
Me just sit down on the phone like while. Listen, Kizzy. I'm here, me two daughters them argue. The bigger one in here so I cook and the next one in Lajes you know like do nothing. So the big one under pressure and call him for do something. So he might grumble about it. So them a quarrel. So me don't pay them no mind me there so. Not more me here, the little one out there, so the fat one.
Like my most, you know.
Fly sister that me have to say wait. But me now wait till him mama come here to report him. Cause him mama box him down feet already, so I'll get back some feet.
Me see Donald Trump tell the international media.
Fuck off.
They don't know what they say Israel and Iran don't know what the fuck they doing.
Well, man. One Sunday, you know, we sit around the table, you know. This is how when we did live with everybody.
Well, I mean, she just come right out and tell the whole of them for fuck off in real life, in a real reaction. You say it good make them sanction him.
We sit around the table and we eat. And DJ and they fuck around king. And I see
bar. Give a little girl to go and shop now. Just to go buy saltfish to come back with the 4 grand, you know. You have to go to the road, then you know, so the one walk come walk go to the road, me done the money.
Then I say,
blood clot. If me go to the road, you have the money, you know.
Gee, that's how you go rusty.
Rusty, you see me call woman never like when nobody cuss bad word off her. Anytime I cuss bad word, she begs, you know. Me say begs.
Anytime I cuss bad
Mash.
word from me, woman, all if I know him me attack, me say I him me attack.
Yeah, man. Now I pick there about a hit pop on the pick here.
Me I go tell him, man.
No,
the child of your temperament. Leave the child alone. You take everything
You know
from
why
the
me
daddy.
gonna report him? You know why me gonna report him? He don't fit talk to him big sister like that because of lazy cause. He don't want to do nothing. He don't want to do. Hey, let me tell you something. Hold on, let me tell you something. If you get disciplined for that, and if me put me hand on him, he might get serious fuck up. So
no, don't put your hand on
I
that.
report him to him, man.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. In fact, you know, let me slap him and wheel up, you know.
Me know the look one, man. Me ask you say if she eat her whole life food.
But she don't have no right to talk to her sister like that and a cuss no bomb.
Sister, you
right
because provoke your picnic.
She don't want to do nothing.
The child alone. They don't tell his sister about him.
Yeah, Rusty. I
big
tell you never know the big sister tell him bad word when you know the day.
Leave the child alone.
I stole that.
Jesus, poor Rusty.
You're a fucking idiot. You tell him if you take up one stone, the dog, you take up one pebble. You have to go out there, so you forget the dog one blood clot liquid a big stone.
Hear that.
Are you anything from Rusty?
Hear that. Like father, like daughter.
The way you can chip clot. The way you can chip clot. You're not supposed to have a problem when nobody a chip clot. You're not Rusty.
What me say? Me cuss bad.
You can't put your hand on nobody the way you cut clot. Anyways, guys, somebody have to go live. Can I go jump back and know? My time has come to bid adieu.
Tell Auntie Kizzy good evening. Tell Auntie Kizzy hi.
Hello, baby. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Eh? Say what name Kizzy? I'm with the bomb. Say what name Kizzy?
Kizzy.
Eh?
You have a Rusty there, you think goat.
I don't Rusty name me goat Kizzy. Somebody else name me goat Kizzy.
That's true.
I go have the best meat.
This not serious. It's not serious. It's not serious.
I could have caused this.
The best meat.
You don't know what go on. True Rusty always there on the internet about Kizzy. You want to hear Rusty wife. Hear Rusty wife. Every day you come and call Kizzy. I go and hear me go Kizzy.
That pussy clad. Yeah, you know, sir.
True. Rusty, you call me name in your sleep.
You don't know, probably.
Your wife look like you know in me at all.
I don't want anything to listen to me now.
Then Kizzy. Kizzy, me have a
why girl I'm doing Kizzy to you now? You want name so?
Well, I must say you go there flirt with Rusty.
Me have one sister named Princess.
And since when you put on the trousers?
Me have one sister named Princess and one man in our community of one county, Mr. Murphy. And Mr. Murphy co-op
full of dot and sitting.
Mr. Murphy naming coke of Princess.
I saw some people turn, I saw them turn. Pay them no mind. But me go jump off and now Rusty me mute your mic because you talk to the attack.
Where's mommy? Call mommy.
But me go jump off now, guys.
Which one now go live?
Go live, Blank.
No, me there work.
Blank now no time I know. Fiona, you alright, my darling?
I'll go live, but I'll little more.
Fiona.
The boy dropped there now, take up him.
Hey, guys, Kizzy. I just want to say to you, Kizzy, it was very good to have you with us. The program was excellent.
I am good. I am at work. Reach me back.
Long time I back. I know say they are working. You have before in your pocket. I hear your key jingle everything, but me mute your mic. Thank you, Mr. Winston.
All right then.
Thank
Kizzy
you,
baby.
Sparkle.
Yeah, the virgin
No, not even tell me so no like my pitch star.
But Kizzy, me have to tell you me like your picture, cause you know say me like you.
That's why I go to the two for text you.
But you know what you me a talk about?
Plank shoot off my life goal for me, yeah?
You know none.
Oh, you mean me now none? Of course, one life goal up there.
Your life goal expire.
No.
Me not no crying.
My life goal have 9 minutes to go before it.
Me say you know no life goal.
Well, me don't know because I see it up there.
Anyways, not achieve.
No problem. Good night, everybody.
Yes, baby.
Good night, Kizzy.
Choose Jamaica.
And dream about me tonight. I say, Rusty.
Alright, never talking at me sleep.
Rusty, I see last one come on the platform. I said, Kizzy, good night, dream about me. Kizzy said, "Could your blood clot?" Person,
I trouble Kizzy. No car accident now. I'm on road and nobody lick me down.
That me know too. That me know too. You're Rusty.
Lord Jesus.
Night, big up yourself. Thanks for the taps and the gifts.
Drive by and chase car and lick me down. Nobody else interfere with people wife for straight car and lick you down for a road.
Yeah, and gunshot.
Rusty,
I don't know if tomorrow, depending on my mood, we come back live, but me not gonna have one time. Maybe one short live sometime tomorrow. If Black King is not live or Rusty or something.
I'm gonna do one live later. If they will allow me, I know fuck around or black or fuck.
Somebody who will go live. Well, Anisha they work.
Anisha they work. See me Casco no their own. I don't know if Coffee go live.
Okay, Chris Anja.
When I want to run a live there. So later, guys. Night, everybody. Bye.
All right, Kizzy.
Later, Rusty.
Just remember when you're going tonight, call your husband Rusty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's see how I put Kizzy in that trouble.
No,
me have to make Kizzy laugh, man. You can't do like that.
Bet you when a wife come in, she said it.
Oh, Kizzy, one nice brown girl, you know, you stand there.
Tell her, boy. You know, when I go off and see.
You know, look like how it sound. It's a look dainty.
Rusty, you ever go Kentucky Derby and go track and see your ass, stay high and tall.
Hey, you ever watch Miss World and you know which one to pick?
Yeah, you know, me jump off, yeah. Only have a good night. You know, mouth too sweet. Tino, me not listen to them mouth too sweet. Bye, Sparkle.
You pop and sing, but sing. What's your name?
Tony and sing.
Tony and sing now have nothing over your mama. Not
at all. Pretty, and she's a beautiful lady, but that's true.
Right.
Hey, you see Lisa Anna video this man with Lisa Anna showing pum pum crack?
No, so come give me.
I'm going over Instagram, Lisa Anna showing pum pum kana.
What's up, buy mango?
No, saying cock up one foot there. And I talk about self-defense and whole line pum pum crack there to the corner. Lisa want face look panning pum pum crack. So no go on.
Lisa. You know, since Lisa vibe to embarrass someone or the other and a boss someone.
A long time one Lisa love go this up there.
Lisa tan, but me I'm gonna tell you no catch. Me no so love Lisa, but go and look for Lisa pum pum. Me pretty back.
She have a black belt thing I go on there, you know, so maybe it's not a safe pum pum to look on.
Yeah, well, go and look at she show you.
Send me the link.
Me say over Instagram.
She very equipped with a kung fu degree.
Oh, Plank send me the cash up because me go send it go to the man. We say one.
She have a 9mm Beretta too, so that's
right.
Bye y'all. Good night.
Good morning.
Those two were not one. rural people. But the whole of Jamaica, Portland, St. Thomas, St. Ann, 3-1, Trelawney, 2-0, St. James 5-0 same way, Hanover 2-0, West Holland 3-0, St. Elizabeth
4-0.
Eh?
4-0 St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, man, the whole place.
Yeah, good evening, guys. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, sir. So, wait a minute. So connected. So connected. So would it be safe to say we can see ourselves heading in the same direction?
More.
The trajectory is showing that got the momentum. Let me tell you something, Let me show you something. You see what you are seeing now, and the amount of them are jump ship now. You don't see nothing, You don't see nothing at all yet, Wait till the election card.
True.
Wait till the election card.
So we'll probably see Mark Golden come over.
Good evening,
Connected.
Good evening,
Good evening, guys. I want to say something. I'm at work in Canada. I have a news on it, guys. You know what? They have now? They don't have nothing to come on live and say no. Caution the whole of them. Don't have nothing. You know what they have now as a topic? Warmington, make apologize. That's all they can come with right now. Guys, so they're stupid.
That's why I'm concerned that is so peripheral.
Because they don't have nothing to talk about because they just open that live look a while. And I went on them and said, what can go so? I say, you don't have every baggage and every garbage picked, You sound like one piece of toilet pit and then keep me off of their life same time.
They will.
Then I'll give you a man.
Guys.
Open this person and connecting.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Why the transfer of PMP to JLP didn't show up 1980? We didn't have social media.
Aye.
So you only find out after, but now instantly you find out.
Man, immediately you see for social media now. You're right.
Immediately know it, man, and that is PMP attack it every day. Social media is PMP biggest enemy.
Brother, I was stationed at Ellison Police Station at the time, and there were 400 and had police votes on the compound, and we had probably about a 98% police voter turnout that year, 1980. The national voter turnout was 87%. So I think almost 100% of the police then voted in that election. And when we turn up at the station, at the polling station to go to vote, security forces vote before the other person. And one man cast a ballot at them, one policeman mark it inside the building.
When you say, vote early.
They take too long for each man to go back. All the electoral have people have PMP at the JLP. All people are working. People work electoral up here labor right there. One man just go to squad there, bell, pure bell, and just done it. About four members of the police force and the compound were comrade. And we just nicely put them behind the place there. And those days, I think it was a curtain. I would draw a curtain around them. I said, go vote, man. We're democratic. We're not taking vote. Go catch work. We don't say not going to do that. 4 out of 4, that means
because at that time the PMP deliberately defund the police.
Well, we were talking about it on another live. I think it was another live. I was talking about it.
So PMP those time was a white belly, a morning dove, and a branch, and the PMP gunman them was some marks shooter.
But Mr. Man, that has been the case since the PMP coming up power. They defund the police force, And it was only 1980, and 70 to 80. No, between 89 and 2007, the same thing they did. That is why the crime rate is so high at the PMP. Because the police has no resources.
Police impotent.
No, but I'm telling you, as General Secretary of the Police Federation, May 2001, the 8 executive members, of which I was a part, actually marched onto Jamaica House to see the Prime Minister without an invitation. We never even call him and tell him to come there. Police telephone lines were being disconnected left, right, and center. Police service vehicles were driving and running out of gas on the road, running out of gas on the road, police car, and a PJ Patterson. Common body armor,
bulletproof vest, ballistic gears. We're almost non-existent.
I have to share those things at the time.
Share? Then I share you do.
You know enough to share.
It never existed.
No man, you have to go share it with RJ and Cleaner.
Hey, discussion.
Yes, sir.
Discussion.
Yes, sir.
And them time, you know, when them do sorry for the police, you know, as spinners, when them send upgrade them from spinners, you know, at the whole browning, you know, the whole browning weigh about 25 pounds.
Yeah. You know something? Arising out of that meeting, you know. No, that meeting could be that meeting. I remember that meeting. I remember it was the same meeting on them, but remember we raised the issue of armored personnel carrier. That they tanker them against what they enjoy. Because there was an experience at 100 lane off Reddy's Road where some persons were unalive up there and fire was lit and people had to say that taking fire heat. They shot us on the roadside, everything and them unalive. And the police could not respond to it. The police could not respond. You understand? They must have high unalive with an IPMP. That is how them see the police was.
Connecting, I don't want to cut you off, but me always watch the comment. Now listen to this man in the comment only truth. Say the police shot around now for the practice. The police and the government just find 50,000 rounds. We are coming to the country legally. Bend the tree.
No man. I don't know him attack. I PJ time.
I know him attack, man.
I know him attack.
All right, listen me. Then come on, listen me. Vice of the nation send request. You don't want him?
No.
Make him come. No. Make him come. No. Please let him come.
And then you can't take him out.
Come on. Please, I am asking. No. Jen, come on. I'm going to be himself over here.
No, connecting that. I have some patience to them connecting.
Make him come, bro.
Make connecting finish.
Hear me, I say.
Make him come, man.
Gentlemen, let him speak in mind. I know we're going to disagree to agree.
No. Connecting is asking to finish.
Yes, man.
Make connecting finish first.
Give him a chance.
Yeah, man. Sir.
All right. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Proceed.
Go ahead.
I don't remember what I was saying, man. I'm not stressed out. I can't listen. We listen.
All right.
You're wrong.
Yeah, man. The person in the comment section.
Yeah.
I talk about rounds, practice rounds.
Yeah.
Police car never have spare tire upon them on the PMP. Me drive police car already, and it broke down, and I have to give a taxi man. You couldn't find the money to give, because I cannot pay. So I tell them to turn the chap crap. Me, I overfall that man.
I fall.
I fall here. Yeah, 14 the brother. Drive police car already.
Look like a dose.
And it broke down. It puncture. I remember the tire them ball like the backside, you know. And
I fall sound like a PMP fall.
At the horse. It sound like a horse fall.
I say I come for that.
Yeah.
I had to take off the tire for a car. But I back my young boy come and say, boss, take off here. Come here, my jacket and tie. Me take off and take off a wheel. I said, go spare them. I say, no man, I forgot to spare a station.
Tony Allen already.
No man, Tony Allen. I say, I have to say spare that one tire already. Not a spare. PMP not spare tire in that car. When the front tire them peel off, you take off the two back one and put that front and put the peel off on the back. And when they peel off, you go to one tire shop, go beg him one little one better than that. And then they insult the PMP, insult police. The man go sit on one side about practice rounds. The police them are trained now. You see them are take down the crew them. You see them are take down the people who attack them. You see them are take them down. And training and retraining. So no come out with the foolishness this evening. About practice round. Practice cards. Yes, and 2001 when we went to see PJ Patterson. We took a raft of issues to him. He bought some armored personnel carriers. But 6 weeks after they bought, then they start breaking on by the road. They start pop down. Only for us to investigate and found out that they went to Guardsman. Guardsman have some old armored personnel carrier that they could not maintain. PGA participants take government resources and buy them and give them to the police and pay them black. And then start pat on the fleet then done. Because they don't know use. That is the kind of slackness the PNP keep with the police. So no comment the police. I serve as an executive of the Police Federation. The PNP in 2002, who win the 2002 election, they wouldn't have won that election. Homer Davis told us, no, I lie me I tell no comrades. I lie me I tell. Listen to me now. I know me sister Homer Davis told this nation at a PNP rally at Meadowbrook High School auditorium in 2002 after they won the 2002 election. Homer Davis said, look here, I knew that I was blowing up the country's resources, but I had an election to win. So we have to run with it. Now that we win, we will fix it back. The Prime Minister of the day, PJ Patterson, did not even shuffle the cabinet and move Omar Davis from Finance Ministry. He kept him until E. Patterson from 2002. He kept him until E. Patterson retired in 2006. I like that. Challenge that. But not only that, after together.